Welcome back to the old 77. It's
Hola.
a safe place.
In an unsafe world. Hey!
Boys, I want to lead off this episode with a fact.
Lead, my friend, lead.
The number one sexual position that causes breaking of the penile tissue is reverse cowgirl.
Yeah.
Well,
So
yeah.
be very careful in your
The
daily
force
lives with reverse cowgirl because bad things can happen. I'm a little bit gun shy on reverse cowgirl now since I learned that fact.
Oh, I thought something happened.
No,
That is-
nothing's happened. But
I was going to say, all that sounds like something's happened, and I want to know.
we
I'll
don't.
lead you off with another fact.
Okay,
That
I'll
is
do
the-
you one better.
That is the only time in Arkansas you can turn your back on your family.
Oh, that's sweet. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, apparently reverse cowgirl is dangerous. Full disclosure, we've done reverse cowgirl, but it's not like one of our go-to positions.
Way to lead this off.
So I'm feeling
know, right?
pretty safe about things right now. But you guys ever watch that old show on Vice, Party Legends?
No.
No.
The whole show is, first of all, it's animated, and it's different, like famous people, like telling their crazy party stories. And one of the episodes was Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
And Dennis
Yes.
Rodman told the story of
I've
when
seen that,
his-
but I don't remember the show.
Yeah, of when his dick got broke, and he told the whole story and going to the hospital, and I think there was blood involved.
Pretty
if I
sure there
remember
was,
correctly.
yeah. Pretty sure.
God, that's terrifying to even think about, man.
But is it?
Yes.
Yeah, dude,
Yes.
I'm getting all fucking
I know.
teary-eyed over
I
here.
know, you're getting
Yeah.
emotional about it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know that there are some folks that are into the pain thing.
Well,
Are you
few
into
of 'em.
Are you into the pain thing?
like a little bit, not like hardcore.
Pain
but yeah.
for yourself. We're talking about here.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, if she's into it, I'm down.
Hit
I
me,
mean,
it's a
I ain't gonna
UFC
say
match.
no. I mean, it's not gonna be like a UFC match. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna suplex her and then go in for the kill.
Yeah.
You know, unless that's what she wants.
You ever do the hot candle wax thing?
Once I personally don't enjoy it. It's messy. Yeah.
It is messy. Yeah.
I don't like throwing foods and stuff on it either. I
Yeah.
don't want to do any of that.
No pop rocks during the blowjobs.
I mean, it's all right. I've been there. I've done that. We're not 12.
we did that. We did the pop rocks.
Yeah.
thing.
And what did you think?
It made no difference for me.
Right. Right. See, it's like, it's okay.
For her, it made things a little more interesting, you know.
A little more tasteful.
Yeah, sure. The other
yeah,
one, that,
sure. He says
the other one that we've been meaning to try, but we haven't gotten around to it yet, is the fruit roll up.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. That all that is a TikTok video. You've seen that, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I will say this, like,
I don't know if that necessarily would be okay.
I felt like the pop rocks made things a little sticky. Down
That's
there.
what I'm saying. Then,
Yeah.
then what do? You're like, okay, let me go
You
clean
take a
it
shower.
off before I.
I mean, it's not like
Stick
you
it
can
in.
just go okay and then pop it in.
Yeah, you gotta clean that off.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure I finished without intercourse that particular
yeah,
night.
you almost have to, or
Yeah.
you got to clean it off, like Biscuit said.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be a real asshole and do it anyway, but then she's, probably all yeastied out after
Ew.
that.
Yeah, and you
It'd
gotta
probably
be,
get pretty bad.
You got to be careful.
You
Gotta
know.
be careful in that area.
I mean, unless of course she's down for that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you get a dirty girl.
Who's not down for an infection?
All right, a little yeast infection to spice up the sex
Hey, as
life.
long as it's not mine, I'm down. It's not my blue waffle.
All right, so I need to Google this. Why do they call it a yeast infection? Is it like the same kind of yeast as?
No,
as,
it's
yeah,
like
that they put in bread and beer. You fuck.
I don't know.
You could probably. I think you can actually make beer and bread with that kind of yeast too.
pussy
No.
yeast.
Yeah.
Pussy
All right.
yeast.
Time to hit the Googles.
Wow, you just named it. There it is, right there. There it is. Wow, what a show we're bringing to you this week. Let me
way to-
tell
way to
you.
Start it off.
Man.
You're welcome. Wait, what was I going to look? Oh, yeast infection.
It's because of the yeast. You're getting out of pH balance down there. Guys can get them too.
Yeast, beer, vagina.
Like you ever have something on your chest, like a patch that itches or something, like when you're a kid.
There is a company called the Order of Yoni, Y-O-N-I, that has created an artisanal beer brewed from the yeast of a woman's vagina.
Yeah.
That is fucking.
See, there it
gross.
is.
They are still seeking funding for the project. The beer is said to
I
have
wonder fucking why.
the
Well,
beer
man.
is said to have a sour aftertaste and a woman's allure.
Well, I mean, that poor thing, right? How many dudes have got to sample that? Let me get some more of
To
that
get it
punani.
right.
Let me get some more of that punani yeast.
Using high tech of microbiology, we isolate, examine, and prepare lactic acid bacteria from the vagina of a unique woman. Reads their website.
Unique woman. She's a dirty whore.
Aren't they all
They
unique?
just picked up off the fucking street in San Francisco.
This unique woman is said to be a Czech model named Alexandra Brindlov. Both she and her yeast were apparently discovered following a long selection process. Man, I love these sentences.
How do you choose that? look her up. See if you can Google
Both
her.
she and her yeast were selected.
Yeah, it was two separate processes. Like, okay, we like you, but let's see the yeast.
A Belgian company.
So while you're looking that up, I'm telling my gym story.
Tell the gym story.
So
my
I wasn't at the gym, but it happened today, and I saw the post of it on like the gym's page. A dude was, I guess, doing he was doing an incline bench press, and he must have had some pretty good weight on it. I don't know. The video's kind of pixely to see, but you see what's happening, and I guess he suffered a severe pec tear. So basically, it's where your titty just comes off.
Oh, I knew exactly what you were going to say.
It's just, you have the muscle comes off the bone, detaches from everything. So he had enough to where he dropped it on him, but a guy was spotting him, but it rolled down his side. Well, on all bars, there's knurling. It's the shit that helps keep you.
the grip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I could assume from it, I guess the knurling caught the spotter's hand and pulled him in. When he slid out from the bench, there was enough weight on the bar that the spotter now has half a finger.
Oh.
Pinched it right off.
Fuck.
This dude is such a fucking badass. He's walking around just with his hand up like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's just pure shock or this dude
Probably.
is fucking boss.
No.
But he showed but
Nobody's
here's the
that
thing,
boss.
like he walks up to his girlfriend and shows her. You see her fucking sprint,
Yeah.
and then the video.
So at that point, is the finger actually detached from the rest of the hand?
It's like right. I think what happened was right at the knuckle. It pinched that knuckle.
It
and
just popped it off,
pinched
man.
it off, dude.
God dang it.
So did he find it?
I have no idea.
Because they
hate-
could probably reattach it.
I hate to say it, dude, but it's a gym. No matter how much you fucking clean it, there's bacteria just
Yeah, but it does
growing.
not matter. They can load that guy with so much antibiotics. They
worst
could
part
probably
is
pack a cat in him.
Worst part is the dude who suffered the pec tear,
Oh, that just
like
hurts.
a couple months earlier was like doing like 1,061 or like 1,071 like
A
trap
bench press?
bar deadlift.
Get the
He
fuck
picked up
outta
over
here.
1,000 pounds.
What's a trap bar deadlift?
So basically, it's kind of like a trapezoid type looking deal. You hook your hands into it, you load up a dick load of fucking weight on it, and you can stand. Basically, it's keeping it more in line with your body, so when you stand up, you're standing up in a more straight up position than you are over the bar. So it keeps the line straight versus having to come and pull back. He's done over 1,000 pounds twice.
Fucking hell, dude.
Fucking just a monster. He's the one who suffered that severe pec tear, and the other dude, his name's Miles. Dude's probably 6'2", one of the nicest fucking dudes. Pinched that finger right off, man.
So you know the guy?
Yeah. I've been around him in the gym.
God,
And have
that
you
just
seen the
hurts me
video?
thinking about it, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How graphic is it?
It's so pixely because you're shooting from
Yeah.
a camera up on the wall, you know. So and it's high ceilings.
Yeah, but still, man.
And you
Oh my
you
God.
know what happened when you see the dude roll off and he's grabbing his chest. You knew immediately it's a pec tear.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a severe pec tear. Like, you know, sometimes you can just tear it. I guess this one actually fully detached.
Did it tear the skin too?
No, it basically just tears the muscle off the bone.
Yeah. And like when you look at it, can you tell that it's
No, because it's shirts on and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And I
yeah.
mean, and like I said, it's still far enough away.
Was he like screaming in agony
Still,
when
bro.
it happened?
No, you can't hear any audio.
Yeah.
But
Dude.
the two dudes it happened to, I hate that it happened to them. It's two of the nicest dudes, especially the one. Fuck the one. You see him, you're just like, this dude's a douchebag. You talk to him, you're just like, this dude's still a dick, but he's the nicest dick in the world.
Yeah,
I mean, he's just down to help you with whatever, anything, do anything for you. And then this happens to him, man. That sucks. Sucks for both of them.
So what's the likelihood of that dude breathing normal for a while?
Not.
Yeah.
He's like that. That almost right there ruined your career for a long time. Anything else after that, I mean, without dumping tons and tons and tons and tons of money into your
Oh,
body,
right.
like
Yeah.
stem cells and all sorts of shit like that, you don't.
Yeah, and I hear Rogan talk about stem cells all the time, and that's the thing. Like, you got to go to
Or
like Mexico and or
Brazil, places like that.
Yeah,
so I know
like-
you could do like it's like reverse osmosis or something like that. They
Mm.
take your blood and they spin it,
yeah.
Yeah.
and basically,
Oh, they basically separate and get your own T cells?
yeah,
Yeah.
they separate your blood to where it's just the good shit in it, and then they re-inject that back into that area, and it like supposedly heals.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think
20
that has
times
to do
faster.
with like way back in the day when stem cells was like still a very new technology.
Technology.
It was like the anti-abortion people, basically. It was like the
Oh, well,
they
it,
heard
That's-
stem cells and
Well,
Yeah.
no, because back in the day they said one of the only ways at the time that they could get
Oh.
stem cells was from newborns in the I think it was in the natal column in the
Yeah.
in the naval
without
area.
without killing said newborns. by
Right,
the way.
right.
Yeah.
And
like
then there was like I think one other thing, and the only thing people heard was "You're killing the kids."
yeah.
yeah.
You know, not the, and then everyone later learned, oh well, that means I'll be alive longer. Well, fuck those kids. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you got to go to Mexico to get stem
Yeah.
cells.
Anywhere outside of the U.S., every place else accepts it and is like, this is actually like just the best thing ever.
Yeah.
But
I know Rogan is a big believer
Mark
in it.
Cuban
I
does
don't
it all
get
the
it, man.
time.
Yeah. Did you ever listen to the episode with Mel Gibson? So Mel Gibson
No.
and his father.
That dude.
I'm not a big Mel Gibson
What's
fan
wrong
either,
with Mel, man?
but him and
He's
his
fucking
dad.
crazy.
Him and his dad were on the show because his dad went to somewhere, I believe in Mexico, to get stem cell treatment and like really helped him out. And
Yeah.
so like it helped him out to the point where Mel reached out to Joe Rogan and was like, "Hey man, I want to come on your show and talk about stem cells." So he did. Hey, speaking of Mexico,
Mexico. Oh yeah, good.
I don't.
God,
You like that segue?
Dave is a smooth
Thanks, buddy.
mother.
Nobody cares what you're
Oh,
doing.
Did
Dave.
we talk last week at all about the alien bodies that were presented?
We
in
did a
Mexico?
little bit.
Okay.
A
All
little
right, I'm pulling the Dave
bit.
While you guys talk about fucking stupid aliens.
You gonna
All
go
right,
pee?
Why don't you go ahead and do that, bro?
Okay, so full disclosure here.
Too late.
I personally am not on the believer side of this. Okay.
No.
Um.
No.
Well, so the guy that presented these alien bodies, this was at some kind of Mexican Congress, but I read later or heard later that it wasn't like the official Mexican Congress.
Oh, so are you kidding me? It's
Yeah.
not the official Mexican
That was
Congress.
what I heard. I haven't gone through and done the fact checking and confirmed, but I heard. In fact, I think it was from Jeremy Corbell that I heard that it's
Not
not
the-
actually the Mexican government / Congress.
Oh, get out of town.
So this guy named Jaime Muson, I think is how you
Let me
pronounce
see.
his last
Where's
name.
His name? Musan. Jaime Musan.
Yes, and this guy is well known in Mexico. I've known about him for a long time. He's kind of like the
Well, we say UFOologist with quotes here because
Yeah.
I've seen this dude before.
and according to Corbell
God,
and
Bigfoot's yoked like you.
George Knapp, who
Oh,
is the
fuck, we're still talking about UFOs.
yeah we are. We just getting started, buddy. Anywho, here.
Buckle up, bitch.
So,
Uh,
one of the things about the UFO community that I always tell people that are kind of interested is like the thing about the UFO community is like you have to be able to sift through the bullshit because there are lots of charlatans that are just trying to make money off of people's gullibility. But that being
Through
said,
anything, bro.
that being said,
Gullibility.
this guy, Jeremy
David, big
Corbell,
word.
is a guy that I trust, and even more so than Jeremy, I trust his partner on this podcast, George Knapp, because George Knapp is a legit journalist who's been doing it for 30 plus years
Oh,
in
he's
Las
been at it
Vegas.
a long time.
He's won Emmys. He's won all kinds of awards. He's a legit journalist, and he's one of the few legit journalists that's not afraid to dive into this topic.
No, he's been talking about this topic for decades, man.
So him and Corbell have a podcast together, and I want to share with you guys Jeremy Corbell's take on the so-called bodies. So, here
So
we
let's
go.
share it already.
Hopefully, it's.
how often do you listen to their podcast and masturbate?
I listen to the podcast a lot, and I masturbate a lot, but I don't do them both at the same time.
That's fucking surprising.
Here we go.
Seen, so if you're not really into UFOs and you're listening to this, you're going to see all over, even AP News, these images of what look like little mummies that look like E.T.
Mummies.
Somebody made this hilarious meme of somebody cutting one open and it's cake inside.
And it's cake.
But, look, here's the deal. What the claim was, we've got these E.T. bodies and we're displaying them at this, hearing we're having in Mexico that is kind of supposed to kind of work off of the U.S. hearings. Even Ryan Graves went down there to speak about, what he's doing. Little, I think, did he know that they were going to bust out these, I call them alien cakes, these fake little alien bodies.
So Jeremy says fake little alien bodies. So he just mentioned that one of the guys that was at this hearing in Mexico was Ryan Graves, who was one of the guys that was at the UFO hearing at the U.S. Congress. Ryan Graves is pissed off about this because he feels like it kind of like takes credibility away from him because he's actually a serious person that wants to get to the bottom of this. And then here we got this guy, this so-called journalist, coming out and parading these bodies around that are most likely fake. Let's keep going.
So I feel bad for him if he was kind of duped into that, but I'm sure what he did was he talked about what he's doing and what his work, which is really important in comparison. But what happened was that a journalist in Mexico brings out these what they call like corpses of aliens that were found in Peru. And the problem is I think I first heard about this like 7 years ago, and it was like Gaiam TV or something, and they were trying to enroll everybody in these things. And it was so preposterous to begin with, just if you look at the basic information. So unfortunately, theatrically, they open these things and they show these, what I imagine are probably cakes.
That's a joke. Yeah. So Corbell doesn't believe it. Fuck you, dude.
Did you ever hear? Did you hear about it was a huge like reality TV show in Mexico, like back in the day.
Why does everything got to happen in fucking Mexico?
Because Mexico, they can get away with anything.
That's a good point.
But like this dude like rose through the ranks of like stardom. Like he was kind of like the overnight sensation. Like started this like news like TV show personality thing.
I think you're talking about Jaime Muson. I think it's the same guy.
Maybe. Yeah. But he was going around and he was like interviewing like all these people. Like they were the first ones on the scene to find these dead bodies. Like they would get there and they'd be like interviewing some people and what's that over there? Boom, dead body. Alert the authorities. Like this happened like multiple, like dozens of times. Like this dude was finding like all these bodies before the police were. Like, man, how is he so good? It was like a detective show almost, kind of.
Right.
Well, they come to find out, the dude was, making business.
He's murdering them?
He was going out murdering people, planting them, interviewing people about weird stuff going on, and be like, what's over here? Boom, dead body. And this lasted for years.
That ain't your Jaime guy.
No, I don't think it's the same guy.
Then they ended up like... what ended up happening was I think he went to go kill like an undercover or something like that, like undercover cop.
Oh, and they caught him in the act?
So he like lured, like that guy used like his like TV stardom
to lure people
lured this guy out to like this like thing and then was getting ready to kill him. He's like, nah, dude, not happening today, fam. Fucking like it didn't kill the guy, but ended up like arresting him for like 30 or 40 murders.
God dang it!
But it was, and the thing was, it was like late night Mexican TV, so nothing was blurred, faces weren't blurred, nothing. You saw like the violence of the crime that was committed and everything, like the stabbings, like the mutilations, everything. It was a wicked story to listen to.
Mexico is no joke, man.
Mexico is no joke.
I'll be there in a month.
Fuck you, Dave. Nobody asked.
I'm staying on the resort, bro. No, actually. Friend of the show, Cassie, has told me not to be such a pussy. They tell you to stay on the resort when you go to Mexico, but this resort that we're going to...
Do they tell you that on purpose, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's been to this place, I think, twice before already, and also her parents are going to be there, too.
I love that. She's like, don't be a pussy, Dave.
Yeah, pretty much, in so many words. So I think I am going to go off the reservation at some point, so pray for me, okay, boys?
Be careful.
I'm going to hit up one of the Mexican pharmacies.
Just don't get like a Mexican tattoo or something.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
Well, don't hit a Mexican pharmacy up and, get something laced with fentanyl.
Yeah. Well, if it's laced with fentanyl, it's just going to say fentanyl on the bottle. Because that's how they do in Mexico.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no. Fuck that shit, man. No, sir. I remember I had a friend that went to Mexico and came back with a whole bunch of pills that she got at at some Mexican.
How'd she get him
pharmacy.
back across the border? Did she stick him in her ass?
I don't know exactly how she did.
I
it.
honestly feel like it's not that hard. Like, if you're just like a normal person, it's like, I'm gonna smuggle some drugs across, and you do, and you're just like, fuck, that was easy.
Well, I feel
Put
like
it in
if
a regular prescription bottle. Or
But
something.
I think
yeah,
it's like,
but also it's how you act.
Yeah.
You know, if you can keep it cool, if you go through, I think you'd be fine.
so like I've flown quite a few times.
Yeah, me too.
I've tried to act sketchy a couple times just to see what
Just
would
to see
happen.
what
yeah,
happens,
fuck
yeah.
it, why not? I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I like it.
nothing.
No, they just
Yeah.
kind of like look at me and then they go on about their way.
Yeah. I've been told it's
Like,
easy
damn
to
it.
smuggle drugs into Mexico, but don't try to smuggle them back out into the
Yeah,
States.
they want to keep that shit out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What? Did you have a thought?
I know I got another cool story. Dude, there's a lot of shit that just happens to me.
Let's hear the
Well, let's hear it,
other
man.
cool
Give us
story.
another cool story.
So I went to Little Caesars and was getting a pizza on a
Pizza.
lunch. Yeah, dude. I had to had to stop by my
Grossy,
favorite auto parts store, and then I went over to Little Caesars and I got a pizza, and there was this very large black dude in there. I mean, he like jacked. Dude had a fucking gorgeous beard. Like, we made eye
Gorgeous
contact.
beard, huh?
Yeah, we made eye contact, and like we both knew, it was like, damn, dude, I respect you.
Yeah.
Like, you work for that, and he's like, damn, dude, I respect you. You know.
Yeah.
Definitely bigger than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, the dude ends up, like, I guess he's waiting on a bunch of pizzas or something. He goes out to his car. Well, like, 4 kids, like, white, skinny kids,
Yeah.
roll up in a car, windows down. They all have, like, quick car shirts on, you know. And, just blaring some hardcore fucking rap. And
I hate them already.
It dropped a hard R in the song, and this dude got out of his car when they did. I saw all of them shit. They just immediately turned like fucking Casper White.
These are all white dudes.
Yeah, in this car.
And they got even whiter.
Like 17, 18-year-old kids.
So did the kid drop the
No, no,
N-word
no,
or
the
just
music.
use the
No,
song?
the
You
music.
had the N-word in
yeah,
it.
it was in the song. You got 4 white kids, and there's a big black dude standing out in front of it, and it
Yeah.
drops a hard R.
Yeah. Was it a rap song?
Yeah,
was- yeah.
some sort of rap song.
So
and like
Clearly
I,
a black dude singing it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I,
what's the
like,
problem?
I was holding the door open for this guy, and like he like stops in the doorway, and he turns around to those kids, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And they like turned it down, and he goes, nah, fam, turn that shit up. That's a good fucking song.
I knew.
And
I
like
knew
these
it.
kids are like, and he goes, I said turn it up. That's a good fucking song. I'm like, holy fuck. And he's like, turn it up.
Yeah.
And they like slow, like it was like one of those like crying, like I'm sorry. Turned it up. He's like, yeah, that's that good fucking shit.
Yeah.
It only
Turn
would have
ar-
been better if he'd have looked at him and been like, now break off the knob.
Yeah.
He turned around and looked at me, like he had like a hardcore look on. Turned around, looked at me, and got the biggest fucking smile on his face.
Yeah.
He played that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, man, my
Nice.
dude. I was like, man,
My
you,
dude.
I was like, you have a great day.
You guys
Like,
had a
you
moment.
Too.
I love it.
And like, cause I mean, you know,
I love it,
was
man.
it was fucking it was perfect. And all the kids sat in the fucking car, and then one got out and went in. It was like, no, you're the fucking sacrifice. He's gonna beat one motherfucker up, and it's gonna be you.
You're
out
the-
out the car, Timmy.
You're the one that wanted to play the song in the
Right,
first
right,
place.
You had the aux cord, bro.
Ah.
But it was so fucking good, dude. I'm like, like I just need a camera to follow me all around. Cause the other night, my cousin lives diagonally from me on my road, and it was like 8:30. He calls me. I'm like, why the fuck is Sean calling me? I'm like, oh fuck. I guess never fucking good, you know?
Yeah,
I'm
that-
like, what's up, dude? And he goes, you know anybody on the road that has cows? And I'm like,
Oh, some cows were loose.
I'm like, like the closest like farm to us is easily like 3-4 miles.
Yeah. But if
Like
you go
it-
far enough down Frog Hollow, you run into some
Yeah.
stuff like that, right?
But
yeah.
it is.
Well,
it is,
I mean,
it is
yeah, there's
down,
a lot of there's a lot of farming out that area.
Yeah.
but it is
yeah.
down the fucking road. Like,
Yeah.
how these cows? And I'm like, bro. He's like, well, almost fucking hit like 3 of them.
That's
I'm
the
like,
worst.
I'm like, holy black, and they're black Angus. Well,
Oh,
the other
that's an
ones
expensive hit then.
It's a
were,
big cow,
uh,
too.
yeah.
The other ones were like red Herefords. So I was
delicious.
like, fuck. I'm like, all right. So like I go out there, you know, and I got my flashlight and shit, and like my cousin's like, he's shorter, but he's like a stockier dude. And like we're walking, you know, and he's like a little bit behind me, and I was like, I mean, you gonna fucking speed up, bro? Like, what's up? You know, I'm like, we're solid, you know.
Right.
Like we're shining around. I'm like, man. Well, I shine over in another guy's yard, back behind his house. He had a big hay bale. I'm like, oh well, shit. Put 2 and 2 together. That's probably where the fucking cows are.
Right.
We go walking around the corner, and there's like 3 cows. I'm like, oh, 1, 2, 3, perfect. I turn, and there's another one just staring directly at me, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting ready to get fucked up by a cow.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's okay, Mr. Cow. My cousin's standing at the fucking road. I'm like, you fucking pussy.
He bitched out.
He did. I'm like, okay, it's me against 4 fucking cows. Like, there's easily fucking 2,000 pounds here, and I'm getting fucked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, man. All you have to do, though, really, is just keep your hands wide and tall.
So
And
like,
make yourself look big.
Yep.
like we
Yeah.
had
Oh,
a farm like growing up.
They'll
My
hurt.
dad's had cows throughout the years and shit.
They'll
And
hurt.
like, I just took my flashlight, shined it at the gate, and went, "Come on, cow,
Yep.
come on!" And like the one wouldn't move, I just reached out and bap. That's
Did
what my
he do
dad
it?
always did.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it fucking kicked up. And
It
it
did
just
it?
took off running back into the gate. And I'm
Look
like,
at you
"Come on,
go,
cow!"
man.
There you go,
I'm like,
man.
"Come on, cows!" He's over there crab fucking walking like 30 feet away. I'm like, "You're doing nothing, bud. Nothing."
Thanks for doing absolutely
so
nothing,
did you get
bud.
them all back
They
in?
all went back in. He's
My
hiding
man.
behind the hay bale. I closed the gate, lock it, and I was like, "Thanks." And he's like, "Oh, don't worry. I talked to the people. They know we're here." And I was like,
Oh,
"Yeah,
thanks, buddy.
perfect."
God.
But like, we're county, so we called ended up calling Cole County.
Well, thank God they know you're there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
my cousin calls
Jesus.
Cole County and tells them like, "Hey, we got some cows out. Like, because they have like a list of landowners who have cows.
Yeah.
They they patch them over to JCPD. It's a city. We're fucking county."
Yeah.
I'm like,
What's
and we're-
JCP?
the best
PD
part
gonna
was
do?
is like we're walking down the road, and boom comes flying past the JCPD. I'm like, appreciate it, bud. Like we're
Yeah.
just fucking bebopping down, 2 dudes in the middle of the fucking road.
So they actually went down and checked it out, even though
No, they went up to his house because he gave him his address, and it was
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 houses down.
Yeah.
So
They-
they went to check.
And they never
Yeah.
came. They never came down there.
Yeah.
But they
That-
checked his house, but they didn't try to come look.
Well, that's probably it was already solved.
That's
Yeah, at
happened to
that
me a
time.
few times out in my neck of the woods where I've been driving on the road and there's been cows loose. Yeah.
But where I'm at, I'm like, where the fuck are cows?
Yeah.
He's just got like a fucking pin the size of this room with 4 cows in it.
Yeah.
He comes out and he's like, oh man, I guarantee you, him and his wife are fucking.
Probably.
Because like they rang the doorbell, beat on the door, nobody came.
Yeah.
Well, somebody probably did.
Somebody probably did.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
but nobody came to the door.
Not yet,
Yeah.
at least.
And then like they came out, like he's got like a wife beater on, some shorts. Luckily his dick didn't fall out. Like
Right.
she's like covered herself up in a robe. She's like, I was the last one in there. And I was like,
Oh.
nah, he was the last one in you, baby. Ew.
Sure you were.
It was her
Yeah.
fault. She left the gate unlocked.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
Oh yeah,
Dang it.
guarantee you went inside and beat her,
Dang
but
it, man.
she deserved it.
Every time because I've got horses, like at the end of my gravel road there. I don't know if you guys remember that, but there's a horse stall there, like on the right when you hit the gravel road from AA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Every time I drive by there, I'm always like looking really closely at that horse poop to see if there's any mushrooms growing out.
Oh, dude, that's gross.
You
You
would.
can't wait. One day something's going to grow out of there. What are you going to do? You going to jump out?
Dude, good mushrooms grow out of horse poop.
Oh, I'm aware.
Yeah.
But it's just something about picking that out of horse shit that
It's the circle of life, my friend.
I can't.
Sometimes you gotta eat a little shit to see God.
Oh,
Yeah, and then never come back.
yeah.
We
Right.
told
Come
him
back.
not to eat the horse shit.
It's just gonna
mushrooms,
be.
but he
Well,
did.
yet here he is. I don't know what the hell to do with
You'll
Never
it.
come
looked
back,
any
man.
better.
It might take 10 or 12 hours, but you'll come back.
Oh,
Everybody always
fuck
does.
that. I
I
don't know.
did.
I don't know if I'd want to trip for that long.
12
Well,
hours?
actually, okay. So with
What
mushrooms,
do you do for that long?
mushrooms, it's more of like a 3 to 5 hours. But with
Way
other
too long.
types of psychedelics, it can last a lot longer. Yeah.
Smoke a little bit of Mary J, dude. I'm fucking solid for like 30 minutes. I'm feeling fucking fly.
LSD
Right.
is one that lasts closer to like 12 hours.
Ooh, shit.
What do you do that entire time?
Talk to God, bro.
No.
For 12 hours?
Yeah.
I don't need to speed up me meeting him.
So you go absolutely crazy for 12 hours.
Here's
is
my
what you're telling
here's
me.
my experience with psychedelics. With mushrooms, mushrooms are more of like a social psychedelic that you can take with your friends and laugh and giggle and just have fun with it. But with LSD, it's more profound. It's more of like a awakening type experience. It's more of an experience that you might want to have by yourself or just with like, one trusted friend or like a trip sitter or something.
A trip
Trip
sitter.
sitter.
Dude,
dude,
people need
no.
trip sitters, especially if it's your first time tripping. You should have a trip sitter
Trip
with you.
sitter.
You see our boy Ethan's coming out with some 50 milligram CBD
Yeah,
gummies?
I did see that, man. I
Yeah.
saw his.
Blue
He just
Raz?
updated us some stuff. Yeah.
Shout out to our buddy, friend of the show, Ethan Jones from Mind Right.
Dude.
Mind Right Wellness.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
Check
for
him out over
those,
in.
bro.
He's in
check
Columbia.
him out over in Columbia.
Yeah, on Broadway, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, right there.
Good
Can't
dude. There's things that I can say publicly about Ethan that I would describe him as being a good dude, and there's other things that I wouldn't say publicly about him that only add to my impression of him being a really good dude and really wanting to help people. There's a lot of people out there that sell snake oil that are just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Not that dude. Like, he's legitimately trying to help people, and he's literally one of those dudes that will give you the shirt off of his back. I've seen him do it. Not the shirt off of his back, but I've seen him help people out in other ways.
What do you need? Yeah.
Where he could have easily, I've seen him give people things that are helpful for free just because he wants to help that person.
Oh, yeah.
As opposed to just being all about the money all the time. Like, I feel like, if you treat people right and you're a good person and you're in that business, the money's going to come eventually. And if you're a good person and you treat people right and you help people, the money will come.
Well, he's not chasing the money.
Well, it sounds like it sounds like the money's not the ultimate goal for him.
Yeah,
totally.
No, it's just a byproduct of what he's doing.
Well,
Right.
he's a dude.
He's just making a living off
He's chasing
of it.
the health.
He's a dude that's making a living off of his passion because
Good for him.
Ethan and I have similar stories in that we both have struggled with addiction in the past.
I know.
And Ethan got clean using plants, And so just like me, he wants to scream off the top of the rooftops like, hey, you can do this too, like be helpful to people without, giving them a shit ton of prescription medications with billions of side effects. And
Shit ton.
that can kill you if you take too much of it. Like, there's natural ways to do things. Mother Nature, she's been at this a long time. Like,
That's the thing. Mother Nature has everything if you do it just in the right sessions of it. Like, it takes like three or four different plants to equal what that one drug that they're going to give you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But those plants, the only side effect is probably an upset belly.
Well, look at, is it ayahuasca?
What about it?
It's two different ingredients.
Ayahuasca is a combination of a vine that grows in South America and then a plant that grows in South America.
See, that's a perfect example of what you're talking about.
And somehow
take two to get one.
and you can take both of them separately and nothing's
going to happen. But somehow these indigenous
You combine them.
people
Indigenous people are like,
Yeah.
bruh.
they figured it out. And if you ask those
Let's get
people, if you ask them, hey, how did you guys figure out that if you mix these two
Like,
random
how was
plants,
this ever figured out?
And their answer is that the plants told us. I don't know. Make of that what you will. But You
I've got a
thought?
good story for you,
I
boys.
can't wait. Let's hear it.
I got a great story for you. So I was talking with Jonah the other day, my boy.
Yeah.
He's been telling me for a while that he's got a sleep paralysis story.
Uh-oh.
He's like, I got sleep paralysis, Dad.
Yeah.
I got sleep paralysis. And I'm like, okay. Well, and he tells me this one time, and I'm like, yeah, that doesn't sound like sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
So he keeps telling me. He's been telling me for 2-3 weeks now. So he tells me again this morning before we're going to school. And I ask him, I say, hey, man, why don't you, again, explain it to me. And he goes, well, it's changed. And I said, well, what is it? He says that it always happens about 3 a.m. because he has a clock in his room. He says he wakes up and he can see the clock, and it's always saying 3 o'clock. And he goes, and it's like every 30 minutes, I see this shadow being. He's like, I wake up, but I'm still asleep. I can't get out of bed or anything. I can't move. And I'm like, that's kind of sleep paralysis.
Been there.
And then he's like,
Shit,
and
you
I
got it.
see this thing. It just looks like a shadow. It's all fuzzy, and I can't see anything.
Yep.
And he's like, and every 30 minutes, it gets closer and closer and closer to me.
Yeah.
Until it's right here talking to me.
That's exactly what happened to me.
And I'm like, well, what does it say? And he's like, I don't remember what it says, but it's never anything nice.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's why I've been staying up all night. Because he's been staying up
'Cause he's
all
afraid.
fucking night. He's like, I don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. That was one thing that I learned when because you guys have all heard my sleep paralysis story, and I thought I was crazy. I didn't realize that like this was a thing that happens to lots of people until I saw that documentary.
Yeah.
But that totally sounds like sleep paralysis.
That's what I
man.
said. The moment he told me that, I was like, oh, that sounds like a sleep
Like
paralysis
literally to
story.
the point where you said that he's right up in my face. That's exactly what happened to me, man. The thing walked down to the head of my bed and lowered.
Well, that's what he says. It
head right
lowers
above
its
mine.
face right here,
So
and
it's
it'll
like-
either touch his nose or
Yeah.
it'll touch his forehead.
And in my experience, there were no words. it was all like telepathic. Like I could read its thoughts and it could read my thoughts.
See, I don't know if he's got that. He hasn't said anything to that extent.
That's typically the experience that people have with sleep paralysis. It's also the experience that people have with alien abduction. It's all telepathic. It's no like moving of the mouth. And there's a theory that those two things are interrelated because they are there's a lot of similarities between what people that experience these so-called alien abductions and people that have sleep paralysis. There definitely is a lot of like similarity between those two experiences. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I would do the same.
He was telling me that though today, and he's been talking about it for a while now. So
Yeah, when I watched
makes me wonder.
Yeah, when I watched that movie, that documentary, The Nightmare, that was one of the things that I heard from people. Because, like me, I'm lucky. Like, it happened to me one time that I can recall, and I've never had it again. But people in that they interviewed in that movie, like, it was an every night thing for them to the point where they were afraid just to go to bed.
That's what he's been describing, too.
Yeah.
And that happened to me for a while, too. And then it just went away.
Yeah. When you got the COVID shot?
Yeah, dude, that COVID shot messed things up.
Yeah.
You get the other one?
I only got the one.
There's another booster.
Yeah. Well, I would have to have
Booster.
2 boosters now.
Yeah, I got the COVID shot and I got the second shot, but I don't think
I got the second
I don't think I've ever been boosted.
No, I've not been boosted.
And COVID's back, man. A lot of people are getting it.
Yeah, my
again.
mom had it the other day. Guy at work had it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, our boy JT is having respiratory problems. I don't know if it's the COVID or not.
Have you heard anything from him in the past week?
I heard something from him this week where he's been released. He's got supplemental insurance, so he's going to start filing some of that and getting some money recouped back because he has been off work for like 7 weeks.
Yeah, fuck.
Damn.
And
because of his health.
And he had kind of sort of just started working.
He just
not
got
that.
Yeah,
long
he just
ago.
got that. I mean, he's within 2 years of working there.
Yeah, man.
I feel bad for the bro.
Shout out to the homie JT, man. We hope you're fully mended here soon, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
And he is one of our Patreon patrons. Excellent segue in.
Let's thank him.
We can thank him right now, along with our man, Sir Biscuit Strength here.
That's right. That's right. The homie Kevy Kev.
What up, Kev?
What's up, brother, man? The girl Kass Kass.
What up, Cass?
The homie
Dave quit being a pussy.
Yeah.
I told him for you, girl. I told him for you.
Did we talk about In the Groove Records?
We did not.
That one yet?
There he
Check out
is.
Jamie and In the Groove.
That's
He's got
right.
some great deals going on. I'm sure Record Store Day is around the corner coming up.
We'll look it up and we'll mention it now.
Because
in the next
I'm
segment.
sure he's going to have something for that.
Of course.
I guarantee there's 2 of them, right? One in the summer, one in the fall,
That
or
sounds
spring
right.
and fall.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
We'll Google it and
It's
and
worth
make
it.
sure.
But I guarantee it's worth going into In the Groove just to check that out and see what that's about.
And then the homie Dub IZ.
What up, Dub?
I think we hit them all.
And the fam over at Chess Team Records.
Yeah, I think we got them all. Wow,
Just
I didn't
like
even
that.
need. I didn't even need
just
that.
like
Look at
that?
you, Dave. You're growing up.
Just like that?
I'm so proud of you, Dave.
I gotta pee again, boys.
I knew it.
Let's
I
take a
knew
quick
it.
break.
I knew it.
Collect our thoughts.
You owe me $5, bitch.
Come back after this.
On the old 77. That scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, my bladder is so small.
Dave.
Oh, I wish I'd have left it up to get that. Oh, damn.
It's here. Open your ears to a game named Music Mania. It's in the bars of Snickers, Three Musketeers, Milky Way, and Mars. Win hits instantly by Patty, Cindy, Willie, or Billy. Or save letters when you play. To win the Dementia system from RCA. What a grand prize. Open your eyes to Music Mania. Play a few bars.
Welcome back to the old 77,
Yeah, what Scott said.
because it's a safe place in an unsafe world,
Indeed.
right?
Biscuit, you were saying you had to have a talk with your
With the
junior.
youngin'? With your junior.
With my boy.
Oh,
My boy.
He really is Biscuit's junior because I mean when I look at pictures of that kid,
oh my God, yes.
look into that kid's eyes,
That's my dude.
like you could legit tell me that that's like a baby picture of you, and I would be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell us about this talk, man.
Why don't you fade that out, bro?
So, he wants to be Piderman for
Spider-Man. Yeah.
must be Piderman.
Piderman.
For
Love me some
Halloween,
Piderman.
Yeah.
but he doesn't. This dude's gonna be that fucking weird kid that it's gonna be like 4 feet of snow, and it's like long sleeve shirt, jacket, shorts.
Yeah, for a bit though. That'll
No.
only happen for a bit.
No, because he
After
does it
a
now.
while. Well, yeah, but after a while. How old is he though?
2.
Okay, give him another decade. I guarantee that won't happen.
But like
His limbs are going to be rotting off.
Like Kate told him, he's like, buddy, you gotta put pants on. He's like, no, short. Like he did. Oh, this motherfucker.
Stubborn.
Oh, fuck his ass up, dude.
Stubborn.
I almost did the other night. He got a. Ooh. What led
This
up?
motherfucker.
What led up to the talk?
Yeah.
We're sitting in my room and he's trying to put his like his Spiderman
Piter.
costume on, and
Yeah.
he didn't want to. And Kate went and picked this out. Like, she's been like hunting this down, and you could tell like when he didn't want to, like she looked defeated, and like he was screaming. He's like, turned around and looked at her and screamed no. And I mean, I fucking snatched him, yanked it off, set him down, backhanded his ass, and I go to your fucking room.
Damn, Papa Bear.
And I mean, I towered over that little man, and he turned around, and I was like, I'm right fucking behind you.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
And he fucking takes off walking, goes down, and I go, you see that couch? You sit your little ass on that couch.
Yeah.
Don't you
did.
move.
He did, and he grabbed a monster truck, and I went over and I snatched that out of his hand, and the look he gave me, he's like, I'm going to fuck you up real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, stand your ass up. I go, you want me to bust that ass again? No? Stay seated.
Yeah.
I was walking out of his room, and I go, another thing.
Yeah.
My dad used to do that to me all
And
the time.
another thing.
Boy, isn't it funny how that
Dude,
happens?
my dad used to do that to me all the
Oh,
time. It fucked
God.
me up every time he did. And
Yeah.
I'd go, you need to cut your fucking shit. Like
Yeah.
my brother doesn't cuss at his kids. I am the
Oh,
opposite.
I cuss at my kids.
I do
I'm proving
too.
a fucking point.
Yeah,
Right.
I do too. I save it for when I'm pissed.
No.
Yeah.
When I
No,
need
no,
to
no,
make
no,
a point.
No. I'm always pissed.
Yeah.
But I told him, I was like, and another thing is, I go, you need to cut your fucking shit. I go, I don't think you understand what your mother does for you.
Ooh,
How
you did
much
that
she
one.
loves you.
Dude, we've had those talks.
And
God,
you
we've all
sat
had
there
that.
and screamed no in her face.
Yeah.
Do it again. I'm gonna bust your ass again, boy.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah. And what was his reaction? Was he
started.
okay, Dad?
He started to no. Oh
no,
God.
no, he
No.
didn't. He's
I was like,
two.
well,
You gave that talk to a 2-year-old. He crumbled like a little guy.
yeah, no. Like he looked at me. And I was like, "Do you understand?" And he goes, "No." And I go, "Stand your ass up." And he, "No." I was like, "Then stay seated." Because I go, "You stand up, I'm gonna bust that ass, boy."
Yeah.
So he straight up like challenged you on it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, he is your
Yeah.
kid. Yeah.
Well, the best part is like I went and sat over on the couch where I could hit right into his room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting there, just watching.
Yeah.
He's not paying attention. He's like going back and forth. I could tell in his head he's going, "Fuck that motherfucker."
Yeah.
He don't know fucking shit.
You can see it.
And like he went to go reach for another monster truck. And I was like, "Grab that monster truck, boy!"
Yeah.
And like he froze. I was like, "Grab it, just do it." And then he just like pulled his little hand back and sat down. And I'm like, "Mm-hmm."
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Cooper, come here." And he went to go to Kate. And I was like, "No." I was like, "You're not going to Mom. You come to me." I like, "You stand right here." I made him come up close and stand. And I was like, "Figure out what you did?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Are you sorry for what you did?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like,
Good.
"Go give Mom a hug."
There you
And
go.
he did.
There you go.
And he did.
Yeah.
I love
You
the
get
smile
laid.
that comes on this.
Yeah.
And he did.
Dude.
Oh.
You know that whole time you're just turning her on. Like,
Maybe.
No.
No. Maybe. Not all girls are like that.
I'm yelling at that baby boy.
like, you know what your mom does for you? I do that shit to my kids too.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Come here."
Your mom works all day long for you, and this is how you show your appreciation. Oh, dude, I have
Yeah.
those talks all the time with my kid.
I told him, "Come
You
here."
guys think I'm
gave him a
nice?
hug and told him
I'm
I love
not
him.
nice. I'm not a nice person. Just ask my kids.
Some bullshit.
Yeah. Told him I love him, gave him a hug, and then he then he proceeds to go stand up on the couch and then climb over the back of the couch. I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Dad?" I'm like, "Yep, still right here, big guy. I saw it."
Yeah.
See, that's
He's still a kid, man.
Oh, yeah.
that's the natural dynamic though
Still a
between a
kid.
mother and a father and their kid is, you know, the mother is always generally softer. The father is a
Well,
little
mom's
bit
more
harder.
nurturing usually.
And there's a back
Oh,
and
yeah.
forth, and
Yeah.
and you know there are plenty of times where I try to push my wife in the direction of being a little more forceful and firm, and there's plenty of the opposite of that, of her trying to tell me to be a little softer. And
I was gonna say not. You gotta tell Dave to be softer.
to my kids. Yeah,
Dave,
man.
can you be a little softer to the kids,
dude? I
You're
am
such
just
a
as
hard
guilty.
ass.
I'm just as guilty of any of you guys of getting mad at my kids and saying cuss words.
Oh, I get mad and say cuss words,
and
but
saying
that's different.
things.
Like,
You know,
but
like definitely I've said things that I've later regretted.
I would say, well, yeah, I learned to stop
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah.
As it's been a while since,
Since
but I
you've said
learned
something that
to
you-
stop doing that a long time ago.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. No, man, I've definitely had those occasions where I've said something where I.
But it's just the opposite in my
far.
house. Like I'm the pushover. Dad's the pussy when we go out. Like my kids have figured out, hey Dad, we're going, and
Yeah.
they do it right. I'll get them something every time.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, every time.
Every time.
Every time.
But it's got to be like, so now my kids know that if we go out and we go somewhere, my girl still hasn't figured it out. My boy has.
Yeah.
So if he'll be like, that's pretty cool over there. I really like that.
Hint
but
it.
he won't ask for
Yeah, he
it.
hints
I
at
bought
it.
it for you.
He'll just say.
Yep.
And then when I'm up there, I'll be like, you want something? And he tosses whatever it was right up there,
I used to do
got
that to
no
my
problem
grandpa.
with it. But if he asks me, you
Yeah.
ain't getting it.
Yeah.
Well, she's now at the point where she'll be like, oh, this mouse is super cool, but I probably can't get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's like,
yeah.
yeah, you're
Guilt
fucking
trip.
right. You can't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Nope.
Yeah.
I figured that out with my grandpa. Like if I just express an interest in something, usually he would get
Yeah.
it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That
it's
was my badass grandpa.
You're-
He bought me all kinds of shit for my guitars and stuff.
I just have a
He was
feeling if that
awesome.
man wanted a blowjob, that man got a blowjob. You know what I
Probably.
mean?
You'd have to ask Pauline, but Pauline is deceased now too. So.
Oh, well, it's
But they're they're together again.
they're doing
That's
that
all I care
blowjob in the
about.
sky then right now.
They're up there in the sky killing it, man.
Killing
Just like
killing
they did,
it.
just like they did in real life.
Just like in real life.
Absolutely.
How long were they married? Long time.
Well over 50 years for
Jeez,
sure.
man,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And she stayed with him while he hiked the Alaskan wilderness?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she lived up there with him.
Oh, she lived up there. So she was a badass too.
Yeah, I mean, she was a tough woman. They were Depression
Damn,
era
dude.
people, and Depression era people were badass. A lot of them,
Yeah.
they knew how to handle.
Well, I
tough-
feel
tough
bad now. We
conditions.
left her out of the story.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. I had to ask my mom, but
no, I'm sorry. If she lived there with him, then she was a badass with him.
I'll text my mom and ask her.
I would
like
love
she-
to live in Alaska. Though.
Like him and her were probably fucking on the bearskin rug afterwards.
Probably. I'll ask my mom
Right,
that too.
probably.
next to a nice crackling
A
fire.
crackling fire, some homemade whiskey that he probably handmade. With her yeast.
Made a 100-year-old
Oh,
aged
God.
whiskey. And
I just now mentally registered what came out of your mouth, Scott. Wow. Hey,
to link it back to a story, I mean, they just had what they had, right?
did you guys
Depression
know?
era, bro.
Did you guys know that Benjamin Franklin's basement was filled with skeletons?
What?
I had not heard that, bro.
Yes, it was. Let me inform you,
Oh.
since neither of you have heard of this before.
No,
tonight,
not
and I've known about it for a long time.
Yeah, Dave's full of knowledge.
Repairs on Franklin's old London house turned up 1,200 pieces of bone from at least 15 people.
What were we talking about with my kids? I was trying to write it down.
Buying,
Oh,
you
God.
buy your stuff.
Buying
Buy your,
stuff.
Yeah,
buy,
yeah.
You buy your stuff, kids.
They know how to work you. Yeah, yeah. So actually, of course, I was just joking. I didn't know anything about this, and both of you did, that they
Yeah,
found all
totally.
these bones.
That's why I totally broke it. I'm sorry, guys.
So, but you guys also explained to me that apparently there's a somewhat perfectly, rational explanation for
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
well, I
get to
mean,
that part in the article.
For 1770, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
1760. I mean, he was probably wild, so he was inviting all the bitches over.
You imagine, like, when Thomas Edison, like, came up with, like, the light bulb and shit? Like, when that fucking little thing lit up, how fired up people was, like,
Dude,
was.
how revolutionary that had to have been.
But at that moment, he's just like, yep, I'm getting laid.
Okay,
I don't
guys.
think he was thinking that. He was thinking, how can I progress the Fuhrer's, agenda?
No.
All right, so I got a text back from my mom.
Already? Jesus.
Dude, she don't fuck around.
Damn. God, I love your mother.
Grandma,
Nancy, you're amazing.
she's a badass herself. I mean,
She is. Well,
She's
she
a-
gave birth to you. She
did.
came out of a badass. I mean, she should be.
So they lived. My grandmother and my mom and my mom's brother lived in Salt Lake City while my grandpa was in Alaska. So there's your answer. They weren't
Wow.
up there at the same time.
Still though, damn,
Yeah.
That you know of.
she made it through the Mormons.
I mean, my mom would have been like
God damn, bless that
7
woman.
or 8 years old because Alaska became a state in what, like 55, 56, something like maybe 57.
Around in there, I think.
So
Did
she
it
would have
really?
been under
Yeah.
10.
I don't know my history on states.
Yeah,
that much.
Alaska
Yeah.
and Hawaii were the last.
They were
two.
the last two. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't ask me which one was first.
Well, I
'cause
think
can't
in our
remember.
lifetime, boys, we're gonna have another one in Puerto Rico.
Puerto
so-
Rico, as Donald Trump would say, we love Puerto Rico.
God, I hate that
ask,
man.
Ask Siri real quick.
Ask Siri what?
Hey
I'm not
Siri.
asking Siri
Hey,
shit,
hey
bro.
Siri.
I gotta make sure mine's not on.
Siri. hey Siri.
She's listening right now.
Search gay porn.
My mom says you can tell them I was 5 and adorable. So there you go.
I believe it. Totally
Whoa,
adorbs.
whoa, whoa! Why is your mom throwing that in there?
I don't know.
Because she was adorbs.
She's been watching the show. She's
How-
got her eyes on you,
What's
buddy.
up,
How
Mom?
old-
What's up, Mom?
How old is your mom?
75.
She's totally adorbs.
She was born in 47.
You know what?
so
She was
that-
born in 47. She deserves to be known as adorbs.
So she was born in 47. She was born in October, so she hasn't had her birthday yet this year. That would make her 77.
Yeah.
76.
Damn.
She'll be 77 on October 4th.
We should do something for your mom's 77th
Yeah, my
birthday.
parents were both a little older when they had me. Like,
Man, dude, my mom was 35 when she had me.
and then my dad, my parents got divorced, and my dad remarried a chick that was 15 years younger than him.
Good
and,
for him.
And had twin boys when he was 50. He was 68 when they graduated. high school.
He's still alive, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's my fear. That like I waited too long and I'm not going to get to see my kids or grandkids or any of that like do stuff.
Yeah, I think you will.
I don't know, man.
I keep
Definitely-
living the life I'm living.
Definitely your kids for sure.
I'd like to at least see them graduate high school, but I can't guarantee anything.
You'll
You
get
know.
there, dude. You'll get there.
I mean, they're still young.
You got this, bro.
God, I hope so.
Don't be so goddamn pessimistic.
I hope so.
You got
I don't feel
your
it
chin up,
lately.
man.
You know, I don't feel it lately.
You got this, man.
I just have this like feeling, you know. I just time's slipping away.
I had that feeling.
That
Yeah.
it's precious and it's slipping away, and I
is.
don't have time to fuck around with
You
shit.
mentioned on the show last week that you're pretty sure. I can't remember if this was on the
Maybe
air or
sure
not.
you ain't pretty.
But you said that you were pretty sure that you're beyond the halfway point of your life.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
think so.
honestly, if I'm being honest, I actually agree. I'm 41. I feel like maybe if I'm lucky, I'm at the halfway point of my life.
How's that feel?
I'm over it. I think I'm just past.
I'm not
it.
afraid of dying. So it's not. I don't have a bunch of fear about it.
Why don't you
so-
fear death anymore?
Because
what
I'm
made
convinced.
you?
Because
What made
I'm
you not?
convinced that life continues beyond death.
Because you
I-
play for the Lord.
No, it has nothing to do with Christianity. It has to do with
I banked some time.
all of the books I've read of people telling the exact same story about what happened to them when they died.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm convinced that death is not the end.
Yeah.
That's
maybe.
just me. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to convince anybody
Yeah.
else. And you're talking to somebody that was like a hardcore atheist not that long ago. But then I had my own experience with the sleep paralysis that kind of opened my eyes to other
Yeah, that's
possibilities. And then I started actually reading books and researching about things like near-death experiences and,
But you know
and
what, that's-
reincarnation and stuff. And I believe in both, man.
I don't think that's anything that any of us are going to know anything about.
Well, you're not for sure until we
No.
die.
Nope.
But I feel pretty confident that
I just
de-
hope
death
the
is not
light-
the end of things.
Yeah, I hope the light at the end of the tunnel is me screaming out of another vagina. You know.
Maybe that's what the tunnel
Oh,
is.
Maybe
that's what the tunnel
Motherfuck
is.
you! I'm back, bitches.
I will say this. I
Then I'm
don't.
gonna take a piss in the doctor's mouth and forget every bit of it.
I don't like the whole idea of when you die, you come back again in the same life, and
I
you
don't
just
wanna do it
and you
again.
keep reliving the same life until you get it right. That's a
No.
very popular theory.
Oh fuck!
I don't
wanna
like
do it
that
again.
theory. Yeah, I want to do something different in my next life. You agree?
You don't want to come back and do this all over
Fuck
again?
No.
No.
And don't get me wrong,
It's just fucking hard, bro.
life is
Yeah,
hard.
but
Life
you've
is
already done
hard.
it before.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
I mean, if I could come back and remember it,
Yeah.
you know. Give me
Well, I
just-
guess
give me
that's the
just-
whole thing. If you
give
don't
me a little
remember
something.
it, then it feels like the first time every time. That's what Bill
Maybe-
Cosby used to say
see,
to
I
his
don't-
dates.
I don't. Here, have a pudding pop.
That was good.
I don't know, man. Maybe it's you do get to come back and do it over again, but it's through different times.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I don't
you
wanna
mean
go
like a
back to
different-
And it's not linear, you know. Maybe in your next life you're a peasant girl in 500 AD China.
Oh,
And
fuck.
then the life after that, you come back in like 4000 AD.
Yeah, and then it's
Or
the end of
you're the young
it's-
sailor boy on the ship.
Well,
Fucked.
Could be. Yeah.
Story of my life.
I mean, you die and come back enough times, some really bad shit's going to happen to you eventually.
I think
That's the other thing that's kind
well,
of
that's-
terrifying to me about the idea of reincarnation is all of the suffering that you would endure over the course of,
Again.
seemingly infinite lifetimes.
I don't know. There's always the thought that you just keep coming back until you learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn.
Yeah, and I actually like that theory.
I like the theory that we're all a part of something bigger.
I do too.
And that we're here to learn everything we can, so when we do go back, when we do die,
Yeah.
we become something else. All of
Yeah.
our information, all of us is used.
I like to think that we are here to remember. Like we're under the illusion that we are separate from everything else. I'm separate from you. I'm separate from the sun, you from the universe, and that maybe the whole purpose of life is to remember that you are not separate, that you are one with everything.
See, and in my scenario that I pitched, that I just told you about,
Yeah.
for me, we are all the same.
Yeah, that's
We're
what I-
all the same bits and pieces of. We're just a smaller bit of it.
But we forget.
Yeah.
We forget that,
Yeah.
and
like,
we look at each other as enemies. And
so if you think about it, if I hate you and me and you go to war and we rail on each other, we're
Right.
just hurting ourselves.
absolutely,
I mean, kind of in a way.
yeah,
You know.
You are.
yeah.
Like so,
You
if-
kind of in a way you are what?
so
By hurting yourself.
when the
Yeah.
Holocaust
You know.
happened,
Yeah.
Hitler killed thousands of himself.
Well, Hitler was part Jew.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fact. Seriously, I mean, it's a fact.
Only the bad half.
No, I definitely, I definitely do.
was good
bel
with money, though. Oh.
I definitely do believe that, like,
Yeah, but it had a horrible gas bill.
I do believe that, like, the bad things that we see in other people, oftentimes are actually reflections of ourselves, of the bad traits of ourselves
Oh,
that
absolutely.
we don't,
Well, it's like you guys were talking about beforehand, the dude pissing in the bathroom stall, trying to, hey,
Trying to get a blowy.
can I get a blowy over here, and he was a senator,
Yeah.
Well, it's like that. He was trying to get something.
Yeah.
And he was only, I think, pissed because when it came out, he was the guy who was railing against all of this to begin with. He was the dude causing
Oh,
all the issues.
yeah.
He was super Republican.
He was
and
super
anti-gay.
uber
and super-
anti-gay.
Get rid of the gays.
Get rid of
You
the
wanna blow me?
gays. By the
Yeah.
way, I need some blow.
It's funny how that seems to happen.
You know?
a lot.
Well, I mean, look at all of them. What do they all preach? They're like, we're good, hardworking.
Who was the
we
one back in the
our,
80s?
We love our family. Still at the same time, they're banging the fucking secretary.
Yeah,
Right.
For sure,
I
man.
did not.
That was Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Jimmy Swaggart back in the day? He was one of the cousins. There was a bunch of cousins. There was Mel Tillis, Jerry Lee Lewis, and I want to say the guy I was just saying,
Jimmy Swaggart.
Jimmy Swaggart. Well, I think they were all cousins, and they were all from the South. And I think they all made money through. Yeah. He was married to Tammy Faye Baker.
Yeah.
You remember Tammy Faye Baker had the great big fucking eyelashes?
He doesn't, but I
He
do.
doesn't. It was a
Yeah.
joke. This chick would
I
come
can't
on.
see your fucking computer.
This chick
Yeah.
would come on TV, bro. Well, here, hold on, man. You didn't tell me that shit.
What was the name of the girl you just said?
Tammy Faye Baker.
Tammy Faye
She would
Baker.
come on, man, and she would have her eyes so lit up. Like the joke was like this. She'd be like, "Hi, it's Tammy Faye."
Well, there's a very famous video of her crying.
Well, yeah. Well, he's the one that came out and said that he had sinned because he got caught with a prosty.
Lord, I have sinned.
Right, Lord, I
amongst
have
you.
sinned amongst you.
Let me see if I can find the SNL skit. Do you remember the SNL skit,
Right.
Scott?
Yeah, but it also
Phil
came
Hartman?
out. Yeah, but it also came out that he embezzled a whole bunch of money, and they ended up going to jail for a while.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I love those like TV preachers
Oh, I hate him.
that are making those millions
Well,
upon millions.
and
the
he's-
Lord told me I needed Tyler Perry's jet.
See,
Yeah.
and that's exactly
Yeah,
it. He's the
yes, he
definition of it.
did.
Oh, that
Was
guy.
that the week that Biscuit was gone that we were watching the
TV.
video?
No, we
of
watched that last week.
Okay.
That was that Kenneth
crazy
Copeland. Yeah,
fucking
Kenneth
preacher.
Copeland video.
That guy, man.
That guy's a nut job. He just looks so fake. Yeah, I was gonna say the church lady is inspired.
I'm trying to fast forward to Tammy Faye Baker and Jim here.
I'm pretty sure the church lady is pretty much a Tammy Faye ripoff. Maybe trimmed her eyelashes a bit, but
there's that one dude. Oh fuck!
Who are you talking?
I can't remember what his name is, but he's one of the big name ones. And some lady like comes up to him and starts asking some pretty tough questions. This dude full of lips. She's like, "I did not say that." Got like in her face and shit. It was fucking good. I was like, "This dude, he evil."
We're talking about the same video that we watched.
That we watched,
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is
Oh, I bet we watched it after the fact.
After Biscuit left for the
Yeah.
third segment.
I forgot you had to bitch out.
That's what it
That's
is.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. What's that guy's
Well,
name?
Kenneth Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland. What a
Google
what a
him.
fuckhead this
Google
guy
him.
is.
Google him. Is it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google him.
Is there no audio? Oh, I heard it.
Yes, dear.
Woo-wee.
15
There she
minutes.
is.
Well, let's break that down, shall we?
Good old church lady, man.
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah,
Check.
American TV Angela.
yeah,
Televangelist.
televangelist.
Yeah.
Televangelist,
Tyler
thank
Perry
you.
gave him a great deal. I had to buy it.
Oh yeah, the Lord told me. I
That's so
had to buy
funny that you
Jeff from
mentioned
Mr.
that, and we
Tyler
were just
Perry.
watching that.
Have you watched the show by any
No,
chance?
I haven't.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, buddy.
Majority of the time,
forgive you.
fuck you.
You better be watching the next couple.
Kenneth
Fucking-
Copeland.
Kenneth Copeland.
Yeah.
His net worth is close to $800 million.
I would love to see
He
that
needs
guy
all that money so he
sin.
can spread the good word.
He's spreading something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's young and tight and anally lubed.
Here it
Because
is.
it's a choir boy.
Here it is.
Queer.
This guy right here. What a creepy son of a
He is
bitch.
creepy.
Here.
Look at his fingernails.
It's going to buffer.
122 million people to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, fuck yeah.
Love it.
Let me give you another
Amen.
example.
Preach it, brother.
Last
Oh,
May,
yeah, there it is.
I
Yeah,
want to
yes,
take a
yes, sir. Yes,
a
sir.
still shot of this guy.
See, it'll do it
smiling.
for you right here. It'll do it for you.
Hold on.
Just watch.
122
The
million
video's buffering. You can see them
people to the Lord
eyes
Jesus.
When he smiles.
when he smiles.
Oh, when he fucking smiles, dude.
Right, you could just
You're a
see. You could just see
fucking
Let me give you
snake.
another
Satan.
example.
Yes.
Right there.
You
That
just see
look right there.
Satan.
That look right there, bro.
That is the
Oh.
devil himself.
That is the devil incarnate, man. Like if there is such a thing, look into that dude's eyes right now,
No.
man. He clearly is not
He's
what he
not
says
in-
he is.
Yeah, he's not in control.
God, man. Just
Do fucking Cardinals make $5,900 a month?
Last
Really?
May,
Yeah.
wow.
I was scheduled
I need to get into the Catholicism
for
business.
Lagos,
Well,
Nigeria.
Oh, where
It's
was
a lot
it
of
about
sucking for the Lord, bro.
Do popes get paid? How much
Only in
does
Rome.
one get paid for being pope? Nothing.
There's only one at
In
a time.
2001, the Vatican confirmed that the Pope does not and has never received a salary.
Yeah, but he also doesn't need or
right.
care.
I was gonna
for
say, you
anything.
think the Pope has a hard time getting a Pepsi? I don't think so, bro.
Hey, can the Pope get it a Pepsi?
I'm pretty sure he's got everything he needs. In
Hey, oh, wait, oh, wait, oh, oh.
man.
The Catholic Church is worth $30 billion.
Did you guys see that NASA is bringing an asteroid home from Earth this weekend?
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're taking an asteroid sample from outer space and bringing it back to Earth
Bringing
this weekend.
asteroid. Okay, all right. I'm following what you said
And
now.
they're
It just
gonna-
didn't-
Pope has
it
a
didn't-
phone.
Yeah, and they're going to live stream it.
Well, good for them. They should put a GoPro on it.
I'm surprised you guys haven't heard this. Yeah, so they sampled a piece of an asteroid to return to Earth. It's going to re-enter the atmosphere on Sunday, and it's going to
In
land
Utah.
in Utah.
So I wonder, does a lot of things end up in Utah?
There's
And I
a-
wonder how has anyone ever put two and two together that maybe the whatever tablets that old John Smith or whatever his name is found?
Joseph
John
Smith.
Joseph
Cena.
Smith Johns.
Joseph Smith.
I
is
didn't
the,
see that coming.
Joseph Smith is the Mormon.
Right, that's what
guy.
I'm getting at. I mean, if things are landing from space in Utah, maybe he got a little something, you know. It's probably crack from space, but,
Yeah.
you know, and he hallucinated the whole thing because, you know, he was desperate to get some punani.
So 10
Dudes do funny things for punani.
at 9 a.m. on Sunday, if you go to the NASA YouTube channel or whatever, you can watch it. So that's exciting, right?
June 4th is Killdozer Day.
What's that mean?
God, that's my favorite day.
Komatsu.
Yeah.
Was it a Komatsu?
It was Komatsu. I saw somebody online posted on Facebook Marketplace the other day. It was like Komatsu Killdozer plans for sale. Plans are for sale because the homeowner association wised up. And I was like, oh my god! And it was like $20 or something, you know.
Yeah.
But still, it made me chuckle. Homeowners Association wised up. Killdozer plans for sale.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the documentary about Killdozer?
No, I guess not.
But where was that dude at?
I can't remember where it was. Like California, maybe.
Oh no, I don't think.
Was it?
No idea.
Oh, dude.
It's
a fucking good.
look up
documentary.
Killdozer real quick.
Okay.
And I guarantee you will enjoy this story, Dave. This is the average everyday man. He's getting his back to the man. He's sticking it to the. Okay, there you go. That makes even more sense. So this cat in Colorado got upset with his homeowners association.
No,
if anything, let's see the dozer.
They were building. He had
Is
a
this it right here?
He wanted to build something, right? Yeah, that's it.
forever. This dude wanted to build an outbuilding or some shit, or wanted the land or something behind
He wanted
his
something.
shop. He had a muffler shop.
Born from the depths of human resentment. I love
pretty
it so
much,
far.
yeah.
And this big company came in and basically
Marvin.
told this dude,
There
like,
it is.
You're fucked.
That's the Killdozer.
Oh, I think I've heard this story.
Dude,
this
you
dude
gotta-
fucking leveled the
dude,
town, right?
Yes.
Yes, I
And
remember
the
this.
only thing that stopped him was the fucking bank that he ran into.
Yeah.
It had a basement and he couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
But he had like 30-06s off the side.
Yeah, he was not
he had
fucking
guns
around.
everywhere. We're shooting at cops.
Yeah.
This dude knew.
He was not fucking around.
And there was no way they could stop him either.
No, they could. There was nothing that they
there
could
was
do.
nothing they could do.
Nothing they could do. And then he
Okay.
got stuck. They finally got
Well,
to
and
him.
then he
We're
just
getting
kind of
to him.
gave up too,
He shot
didn't
himself.
he? Oh, he did.
yeah.
He killed himself.
I feel the same way about the guy that Crab walked out of prison. I feel like he earned it, right?
Dude, this guy, like
if you go to that much trouble, sir,
took-
you may have another.
he took it to the fucking people.
He did. He
The
took
whole-
it. Well, no. There's video of him going to like City Hall and leveling the portion of whatever that you know.
You can watch.
and
Yeah, you can watch.
He
it
went to some
all.
other place.
Yeah,
he
there's. I
leveled
think.
that.
I think there's a whole movie on Netflix about it.
Yeah, it's a documentary about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But it's like he just this dude just like he went to him so many times. It's like, please, like,
Trying to
don't let
get shit done.
Don't let these like this big company come in. Well, they ended up. Well, then they're like, hey, we have to run a pipeline for our thing.
They ended up screwing him
through your land, and he's like, I'm not selling my land. No, this is mine. My family's been here. Blah blah blah. This that and the other.
Yeah.
Well, then they ended up just started raising the taxes on it.
Didn't they eminent domain him at the very end?
They fucked him. So he basically closed up shop.
Yeah, there it
started
is. There it is.
He ordered a Komatsu, got it delivered, bought it on like an estate sale or one of those like state like actual statewide sales you can buy. Bought it, started welding these big ass plates onto it.
Poured concrete on it.
Yeah, and ended up driving it out of his fucking building. Tore his own place down.
Yep.
Because fuck the people.
Well, he wasn't coming back.
No.
Yeah, he knew.
And this dude is a
There he is.
This dude's a legend.
Oh yeah.
He just fucked everything up.
Took a lot of work to do that.
Oh, I love it. Like, they kept putting shit in front of him. He just fucking bam, pushed it out the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was.
Like, get out of here.
There was no stopping the Killdozer that day. That's for sure. Except a hill.
Yeah.
The hill bothered him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nobody like noticed him putting all this shit together.
No, he did it all in his garage.
Yeah. He kept.
I have
out
seen
of
the
nowhere,
documentary actually, but it's
out
been
of
a long
nowhere,
time since
bro,
I saw
just
it.
smashed through the wall and out he came.
The best part is like I think the cops or something like actually came to him once and were standing in there and they're just like, hey, what's underneath the tarp? Because he had this big tarp like cutting off like half his building. He goes, nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right, and they left.
Yeah.
Like at that moment, they would have stopped him. Like
They could have.
It would have been like, hey, this is fucking weird. No, the dude welded himself in it.
Oh, here we go.
Fucked the city up.
How long did the whole thing last? Do you guys remember?
Dude, I think it was quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, he did like
Hours?
hundreds
No.
of millions of dollars worth of damage.
It
to the
wasn't
city.
hours.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. They stopped that thing in front of him. He just boop. Get out the way, kid.
Get the fuck out of my
Look at
way.
this. Yeah, you ain't doing shit to that thing.
And look at that thing. It's rolling coal trying
Yeah,
to keep
He's
him
trying
stopped.
to back up.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
This dude's like, fuck you, bitch.
What did this guy do like for a living? Do you guys
Owned a
know?
muffler shop.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say he was a mechanic.
Yeah. He, you know, that's all he
So
did.
something
And
like this is not out of his wheelhouse.
Sure.
It's not like he was a software engineer.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Dude, the documentary, it like I watch it at least once a year.
Imagine how you
At
would
least
feel.
once a
Probably
year.
on the anniversary.
You know,
Yeah.
that's
Imagine how you would
Personal
feel
hero.
if you were that guy and you had all this land that had been in your family for generations. And
Well,
it
and
was
you
something
feel like
that,
you
but
were
they basically fucked him.
yeah, you feel
Yeah.
like you were legitimately wronged
yeah,
because
Yeah.
I think he had a complaint.
Yeah.
Boy's tearing the shit out of the street too with those tracks.
yeah. Gonna have to get that shit
Got a hook on
resurfaced
the
ASAP.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
this is all the stuff that he did.
Oh, he just he. Like,
Didn't he have a
it
little
was-
turret up top too?
I don't know. I don't think so. But like I know he had all these little ports
Yeah.
that all had guns
Yeah.
sticking out of them. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was never to actually like
Kill anybody?
kill anybody.
Yeah.
It was just to ensue just massive
Chaos.
amounts of panic.
Yeah.
Oh, and he did.
He did.
He
And
did.
then-
Look at that
yeah.
guy. That guy's like, get the fuck out of here.
And eventually he runs into the bank, and the bank had a basement, and he fell into
Yeah,
the
here we
basement.
go.
He
and
got
he was-
stuck.
Yeah, he was stuck.
Yeah.
But
Going in heavy for this
I
one.
think one of them's the mayor's house that he goes after.
Yeah, I think that's one of these.
He only went after certain like the people who were against him. He didn't tear the whole city down or town down. He only went after
He
like,
picked the people that had fucked him.
Did they
Yep.
gas him right here?
maybe.
And it didn't matter?
Yeah, what the fuck
Yeah, I
does it
think he
matter?
sealed the inside. He
Yeah,
hermetically sealed it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he had oxygen tanks in there, I
Yeah.
think, and everything. Like he was fucking set.
He thought that shit through.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he put a lot of
Yes.
thought into
Yeah.
it.
See, that's usually the downfall when it comes to men.
It's not
Is-
your average.
We don't think shit through. Women think shit through. But
Well,
this guy
This
thought
is not your
shit through.
average, I'm pissed, going on a rampage.
Clearly not.
This is, I've had time to think. I've seen way too many episodes of the A-Team.
Yeah.
Stewed
You
and
know?
festered.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, oh dude, fucking killed.
Do you get hyped up every time you watch that movie?
Because fuck yeah, man, this is
Yeah.
going against all the fucking big wigs.
Did people get killed?
In this, I don't think so.
I don't think anybody.
I don't think he-
died.
I don't
it
think
was
he
just
killed
lots of
fatality.
destruction.
I don't think he killed anyone.
Well,
he just
besides
took out.
him-
Yeah, he just
besides
took out
himself.
all their businesses.
Yeah.
And he took out. Didn't he take out a couple of hydrants too that shot straight up in the air?
Probably.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
the dude didn't give two fucks.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But he also didn't kill people.
yeah.
No, but well, he went out of his way to do as much damage as he could.
And
Yeah.
he did.
He wanted
with
to
as
fuck
little
people, not kill them.
Yeah, with as little casualty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see how much.
See, I'm one
the
of those
total.
people that kind of likes this guy a little
Yeah,
bit.
I kind
Yeah.
of like him too.
Yeah.
I kind of do too.
I mean,
You
don't get me
know.
wrong. I don't condone what
There he
he's doing.
goes in the business.
But, we've all had days where we wish we had a killdozer, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the joke, Dave. The homeowners association they understood. They came to their senses.
He did
Yeah.
$7 million worth of damage.
Killdozer plans for sale. you know.
Yeah, nice. God, I'm so glad I don't have a
The armored
homeowners
bulldozer
association.
destroyed or damaged at least 12 buildings and multiple cars.
Yeah, look at him go, man. Look at him go.
$7 million in damage.
Oh,
Dude.
that other vehicle was charging after him. Just
Yeah.
It looked like.
Yeah, and it ended up doing more damage than what he was going after.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. But yeah, no, this dude's a fucking hero.
Is
I
the
mean,
name
he-
of the movie Killdozer?
I think it is.
Okay. I might have to watch it again.
Killdozer.
Yeah, I might have to watch it again too. Did he make that name up? Is that what he
No,
called
I don't
it?
think so.
No,
I
I
think the
think it-
media
yeah.
called him that.
Media, of course,
Yeah.
the media. They always got to come up with a fancy
Well, yeah.
name.
I mean, it's what the media does, man.
So let me skip to the end here. Let's see. Do we get to see
Oh,
him
look at
fall
that!
in
The
the
whole
hole?
thing.
Yeah. Yeah, eventually you see him drive into the I think it's the bank. And
Yeah.
he falls into it and then
Just
Oh, now these guys got guns. They're pointing.
yeah.
did you zip
think-
ahead?
Has he crashed
Yeah,
at
I
this
think-
point?
Yeah, I
I
think
think
he's
I-
in the hole
yeah,
at this point.
scoot back.
Yeah. Here it goes right here.
One's so fucking laggy.
So that must be the
Yeah,
bank.
I know.
Oh, well, they kind of fast forwarded to it.
yeah.
They didn't actually show him getting stuck.
Oh well, there you go.
But
Yeah.
they said everybody heard just like whenever all that happened, it just kind of shut down and they heard one shot ring out.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I'm sure they all knew.
like everything just stopped and I can't remember how many hours it said. From what I understand, what they talked about it is if he didn't die from the gunshot wound, them cutting it open with the torches.
Would have killed him?
Yeah.
Just the heat.
It would have cooked him.
Yeah.
He would have died regardless.
Okay, so let's go back to Benjamin Franklin having bodies in the basement.
Okay.
The most plausible explanation is not mass murder, but an anatomy school run by Benjamin Franklin's young friend and protege, William Hewson.
Yeah, he let Willie use the house on Tuesdays.
Still, in Franklin's time, anatomy lessons were a dark, ethically ambiguous business.
Kind of like
Oh no.
Yeah.
having
My
sex.
headphones were going crazy. 'Cause I was
Well,
fucking-
you're over there fucking with him.
Anatomy
sorry.
was still in its infancy, but today's social and ethical mores frowned upon it. Steady supply of human bodies was hard to come by legally, so Hewson, Hunter, and the field's other pioneers had to turn to grave robbing. Okay, so that's where they came from.
Oh no.
Hiring,
There we go.
paying professional resurrection men to procure
God damn it.
cadavers or digging them up themselves to get their hands on specimens.
It's freaking out on me over here.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine why, bro.
Franklin was probably aware of the illegal studies
Playing
going
fucking
on.
jump rope over here with my fucking headphone cords. I don't know why nothing's recorded
Fucking playing
anymore.
2x2 and shit.
Very interesting. I had no
Dave's
idea.
still reading about fucking
I know.
Benjamin Franklin.
Man, I'm glad you finally caught up, bro.
Well, you know, I have lots of useless facts in my head, but somehow that one slipped through the cracks.
I
don't
can't
know how
believe that one
happened.
slipped through the cracks, to be honest with you.
A new revelation about JFK's assassination could change everything. Plus how
no, it ain't going to change it.
plus how America's most hated band became kind of cool.
Who?
Creed?
I'm not with Hans ha ha ha.
Because
Who else would it be?
they're Canadian.
Nickelback,
Nickelback?
maybe, I don't know.
Are they American?
Nickelback's Canadian.
I was
don't
gonna say I
fucking
thought they were
know.
Canadian too. Is Creed is Canadian as
I
well?
thought Creed was Canadian.
I feel like Nickelback is Canadian, but not Creed. But I don't know.
Oh, fuck, I don't care. It's Scott Stapp.
It
Fuck that guy.
is the most hated band in America. Sorry,
Is
got kind of cool.
fucking killing me.
Nickelback.
It's Nickelback.
So
Fuck
the-
those guys.
The most hated band in America.
They said they sold out. That's why everybody hates them so much.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when Kings of Leon was in St. Louis and they canceled the show because a bunch of pigeons were shitting on their heads?
I was supposed to go to that show. and I didn't want to go.
Yeah?
And then all of a sudden they turned into douches,
Nickelback?
and I'm like, thank God.
No,
I
Yeah.
go.
you hate them,
Yeah.
and they want to talk about.
You know, we know a guy, Ben, from your job.
Yeah,
He went to that show.
he was at that
Yep.
show. Yeah.
He was at the bird shit gate. That's where
Bird
the bird
shit
pooped.
gate.
The bird pooped on the lead singer, Ben.
We've had a few.
He threw the guitar down, was like, "I'm done."
Yeah.
Charged off the stage. That was the end of the show. They'd
We've
only
had a
played
few
what?
incidents in St. Louis. We
I
had
think
the
they
Guns
played-
N' Roses incident in St. Louis, the famous
Yeah.
incident with Axl Rose.
They played 4 or 5 songs, I think, and stormed off.
Yeah.
They weren't up there for 40 minutes.
Yeah, bunch of pussies. Fuck that. If you can't
I mean,
play with
come
some
on,
pigeon shit on
right?
your head, when can you play, right? I would have played through that.
You're a musician, for one. Go
I mean,
play.
as long as
That's
it's
what
not-
you want to do. It's not like you're out there digging ditches and shit.
As long as it's not in my mouth or my eyes, I'll play through that shit.
You really pay me well.
Oh, they were getting paid
Oh,
well.
yeah.
They
I
were
mean-
definitely getting paid well.
You can't say that they weren't.
Right. Boys, I gotta pee again.
God, dude.
Let's take a break.
You've got the smallest, tiniest, girliest, manliest blatter ever.
Well, in these days, I'm drinking a lot of coffee during the day.
Why?
So I'm already like,
Why are you not?
and then I come
know,
here
never
and I
got
have a
into it.
drink or two, and it's just it's just.
Why are you not drinking
The
coffee? What
floodgates
the fuck
open.
is wrong with you?
Like, why are you turning it on us right now, bro?
Cause man, he's got that TRT, man.
I know, man.
His shit is supercharged.
and that Red Bull.
He doesn't need no fucking
Sponsor
coffee
me.
beans. He doesn't need that shit.
He just
man.
wakes up, sticks it in his ass, and moves on.
Wish he'd
Oh,
stick it in
yeah.
my ass. All right, folks, we'll see you right back after this break.
Making it awkward on the old 77.
Well, now we've got that out of the way.
Mm. Something's going somewhere.
Let's get it in the
Just
way.
saying. Woo!
On fire tonight.
That's the AIDS.
It's burning.
Burning it down.
She's got her mother's baby blue eyes, her grandmother's soft, rosy cheeks, her Aunt Vicky's golden blonde hair. Will she also have her parents' carelessness with fire? Being careless with fire is not something kids inherit. It's something they learn from you. Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Bringing it back.
On the old 77.
You guys like that piano I played there?
Not really.
I'm a good pianist.
Yeah.
Pianist.
You know, my uncle, he
I'd rather say piano player.
one time back in the day, he owned a bait shop. He was a masturbator.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the old 77.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Should have played Welcome Back Cotter then.
I know,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking, man.
That's-
Good shit.
Don't do that.
That's that good shit from the 1970s.
Not everything from the past is good. I'm just saying.
Some
of it is.
I've
not
never
all of it.
actually watched that show.
Well,
that,
yeah,
that
it was-
50s and 60s diner music on YouTube is.
So,
is
are you
pretty
listening
fire.
to the 50s, 60s diner music? It's like the old-timey music, but it sounds like it's being played in the diner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
love
listened to that one, too.
I play it on there and I answer the phones.
Oh,
I've
yeah?
had some people going, "What are you listening to?"
So, you hear, like, Bobby Darin or something
Yeah.
going in the background, and then there's
Yeah.
people eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes my day.
Yeah, I like those, too. There's one I listen to. It's 1940s summer afternoon, and it's raining.
Oh.
And so it's got this,
You hear that tin roof.
that
and
real
rain.
tinny music.
Oh.
You hear the tin raining down. You can hear like people like in the front of the audio, if you can imagine that. You hear people in the
Yes.
front of the audio, and in the back of the audio, it's just
Yeah.
a dry road. Occasionally, you can hear something run across it. You know, you literally sound like you're in the country in the
Fuck
in the
me, dude.
1940s.
People have gotten really creative with those.
Oh yeah,
YouTube
spatial
videos.
sounds and audios now. It goes crazy. If
Yeah.
you sit there and you listen, it sounds like you're sitting at a crossroads somewhere listening to something.
I like
Or
the
it sounds
campfire
like,
ones.
it sounds like you're at a campfire.
Yeah, I like
I
those
was
ones.
into those.
I've
but
made
now
those before.
And I like the one with rain. The ones with rain.
Anything with
I'm
rain.
always
Yeah.
scared
Love
to
it.
listen to the ones with rain.
Why?
Going to bed.
You think you're going to pee yourself?
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that. Well, I think you're.
With a bladder like his, I'd be more fucking
Yeah.
worried for you,
I
bud.
think you're safe with rain. You just don't want like waterfalls.
I'm more
and
worried for
streams.
you, bud.
Stay away from waterfalls and streams, but I think you're safe with rain.
Would you be safe to say to don't go chase
Waterfalls?
Waterfalls?
No. He should stick to the rivers and the lakes that he's used to.
Thank you, nerds.
Fucking nerd.
It's time for the cool down.
It's been a while since I heard that one.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
No, dude, that
I had to dig into the Wayback Machine for that.
Like
one.
I have to have noise when I go to sleep.
You gotta have that white noise.
Just noise.
Dude, you should look up. There's this one called brown noise.
Oh, I love brown noise.
You're aware, okay?
am
said
aware of
brown
brown
noise
noise.
is supposed to give off these different kind of
Energy.
vibes and energy, like
brown
feelings.
noise, is that like when somebody poops on your chest?
Yeah,
Is that
well,
brown noise?
You gotta pay double for that kind of action, Cotton.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's more of a different kind of white noise. So
It
if,
is.
if you can imagine
It's a
the
little softer,
sound
darker,
of something,
like
it's
not-
darker, it's heavier.
Yeah,
almost.
heavier. There you go. Yeah.
It's a heavier static,
Like white noise is real high, like a.
high and pitchy.
This is more like a.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I love brown noise.
I think brown noise came about by like I want to say the telephone company, because Ma Bell always cuts off. You get so much frequency, and they would drop off anything below 500K, so you would get a different sound to it.
Oh, I love.
I'm gonna pull up some brown noise.
All right, pull up some brown noise. Yeah, let's.
Because listening to it on
Here,
headphones.
you don't
is
you
key.
don't need to see the brown noise.
No, you don't need to pull me
appreciate
up.
it.
Yeah,
Trust
you don't
us.
need to pull me up on the big screen.
Yeah, and
You
if
know.
anybody, trigger warning, if anybody has a sensitivity to static, you are not gonna like this.
Okay,
Pussies.
good to know.
My
Oh, wait.
son is that way. He'll be like, "Oh God, there's static on there. You gotta turn that shit off."
These motherfuckers on YouTube have been.
Oh, they're
giving-
getting relentless, aren't they?
with the ads. I have to.
yeah.
I had to watch. I'm having to watch 2 15-second long ads just to get this brown
That's
noise.
why.
out
That's
there.
why.
God.
That's why. I pay
I'd just
for
rather
YouTube.
watch one.
I do like on the YouTube account that I use for school for
Oh, here
teaching.
we go. I'm a teacher.
I use premium.
Way to go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. We don't make enough on Patreon. We got another 4 or 5 Patreon.
Hey, shut the fuck
patrons.
up! I'm trying to hear this brown noise.
All right, man.
Hear how it's deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, this.
Right. This is great
Yeah.
to sleep with.
Feels like the womb.
I feel like this is like the air vent from hell.
It's buffering.
Oh, I thought you did that.
I can sleep
actually
with that.
appreciated that.
I
You,
can
you
sleep
know
with
what that's
that.
like? A car ride.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, a
You're
little
late.
bit,
It's
a little bit.
dark. You're coming home from a late night playing.
Yeah.
Oh, as a kid? Oh my God! It's so comfortable
and
to
you're
fall
just right
asleep.
there, and that's all you hear is that. Whoosh, and
What other
occasionally
colors
just
of
flash of
noise do
light.
they have besides
So
brown and white?
there's white noise. I think there's pink noise.
pink noise.
Pink noise.
Pink noise is energy.
I want to say like if you're working out, pink noise is a good one to do.
Oh, you mean like it's supposed to like give you energy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's check this out. Hopefully, I don't have to listen to 30 seconds worth of ads
fine.
first. Here it goes.
Probably.
This is pink noise.
At 10 hours of pink noise. Buffering.
It's higher pitched than the brown noise for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then hit white noise.
So white noise is, I think, even higher than this.
Let's see if you guys are right about this. I've learned a few new things tonight on the show. I just want to say.
Yeah.
The difference between white noise and pink noise and black noise. This is white noise.
White noise on a black screen.
It's buffering.
Yeah.
Now see, this is actually pretty low,
So
like the brown noise
so
was.
the pink noise sounded higher.
Pink noise
this
is
is
higher.
more clean. Hear how clean that is?
This sounds like a waterfall to me.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to Google like
Aw,
what's the
dude.
difference between white noise and pink noise.
White, brown, and pink.
Whatever
I could-
colors. Yeah.
Dude,
You know what
Is
the
there- is
difference
there a
between
Oh,
white,
no.
brown, and pink is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
White.
If that's the three options, I understand every option.
All right. Let's see here.
Fat Vinny has spoken.
Brown noise. Okay. Brown noise is a deeper, low frequency sound with more bass tone and less of a hiss than white noise. Okay. Brown noise plays low frequency sounds and emits high frequency sounds like white noise, making it smoother and more manageable for some. This includes sounds like rainfall. So rainfall is a type of brown noise apparently. Okay. Huh. God. How did they come up with the colors?
I don't know.
Somebody. Well, I mean, there is a condition actually that people can.
Synesthesia.
There you go.
Synesthesia. Yeah.
People see colors.
Yeah.
They hear colors.
I see colors. Dude, I see colors all the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm kind of special myself.
Buddy, we always knew that. We always knew that.
Dude. Yeah, no, yeah, you see colors or you hear
Sounds?
sound
Yeah,
or no.
fucking
'Cause
weird,
see, now,
isn't it?
Now you got me all
Son
fucked
of
up.
a bitch.
Yeah.
That's just.
You know what I'm saying? Senses cross over into other
Yeah.
senses. Jimi Hendrix had synesthesia. Supposedly Kanye West has synesthesia.
Did Yee say that himself? Yee has this.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
There's an interview. The one
Ye has spoken.
There's an interview where he's talking to like some
While getting
interviewer,
blown in a gondola.
and he's like, yeah, and this, that, and the other, and they're like, Kanye, that didn't make sense. He goes, yeah, I know, but that just sounded really cool at the time to say.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, dude, you fucking that moment, you became a genuine dude right
Dude,
there.
his interviews are so much fun to watch because
No,
at times
they're not. No,
yes,
they're
they are.
not.
Dude,
It looks like the news on KBIA.
you just haven't seen the right interviews.
Oh,
man.
bro, I've
That
not
one I
seen
really
one
like.
good one. Then
I'm telling you, man. Like he's got a big ego and all that, but in his heart, he's a good.
What's his
human.
new, like, he's got a new girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah.
It looks like Pete Davidson.
it's his wife now.
Looks like Pete Davidson.
Looks
Is
like
it-
Pete Davidson.
What?
No.
Hold
Kim
up.
Kardashian.
Yeah, she looks more like
No,
yeah.
no, like there was one like so Kim K hooked
Pete
up with Pete
Davidson.
Davidson, and then or it might just be a fucking meme.
It's
Okay,
gotta
yeah,
be,
I don't
dude.
fucking know.
Yeah, no, she,
Well, no,
she
no,
actually
like-
kind of looks similar to Kim.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
like shit.
Well, she got
Kanye
caught.
went out and
She got
got
caught
himself
sucking his
off.
dick on a Venice gondola tour ride. Now apparently the
God
both
damn
of
it.
them are banned for life from the tour.
They are. I'm sure they're probably both really broken up about that.
I mean, I'm sure he's so broken up that he's limp from it. Oh wait, no, that's not
there's
happening.
there's like
Yeah.
I don't know if there's video, but there's still shots of it with her
Oh yeah, she's in like
Arms
mid bob, man.
wrapped around his
Yeah.
shit.
waist. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see his butt.
You know, I can almost appreciate
I
that.
thought it was up.
Oh no, you want?
I'm proud.
I'm amazed. I'm proud of you, Dave, for not putting it up.
No, I won't do that. Hold on, let me Google it.
I'm,
real
Oh,
quick.
dude.
no, I won't do that.
So none of you guys had ever heard of the Apple Vision Pro until I told you about it tonight.
Yeah,
So-
is that the douchey headset?
Yeah, put me on the big
let's
screen.
go
I'll
back to
show
the
you what
douche
it
set.
does.
Yeah, here we go.
A person I can't fucking stand right here, Kathy
Experiences on
Griffin.
Vision Pro
Oh yeah, she's pretty annoying.
can also expand
Oh my god,
in
so
3
fucking
dimensions.
annoying.
Oh, is this supposed to be
Filming in
augmented
high
reality?
hyperspace.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool, but
Like
you're
in
right.
the
douchey.
But also, like, it will replace your
Where you
phone,
can
like all
create-
your notifications and stuff.
well,
You'll
it puts
just see in your
everything
field
out.
of vision.
Yeah, it puts everything out in your vision.
Yeah.
Come on, load, damn it.
You know, if it could do that without a fucking headset.
Without having to put something on your head. Yeah.
Without wearing that shit.
Yeah.
Movie theater to whatever space you're in.
I think that's going to be the hard.
If they could make it into like a contact lens or something.
Yeah, that's going to be the hard part of the sell is convincing people that
to wear that goofy shit.
Yeah, in mass.
It looks like you're skiing downhill.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Yeah, or like you're, you know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's pretty damn cool, but
it's like you're in a grow room. You have to wear special glasses.
With a fancy TV screen sitting in front of you that no one else can probably see.
Nobody else can see. Imagine going, into the past, wearing that thing and like trying to describe to people.
Dude, it's funny you say that because I think the future is going to become more complicated because of that very reason.
Yeah.
Wow, that looks like a real game too. Mm-hmm. What happens when we lose a loved one and we have, years of their knowledge or video of them and how they acted, and we can turn around and program an AI like a bot?
Yeah.
Well, that bitch looks like Pete Davidson.
To act just like them and say like your mom passes away, right? Like Kanye's mom passes away, but he's got video and footage of how she acted, how she was. He's got a bot trained every day now. He gets a text from his mom.
Pete Davidson.
Let me see this.
That bitch looks like Pete Davidson.
I think it's more just because of the white blonde, the dyed hair, because he used to have his hair that way.
That bitch looks like Pete Davidson.
Not in the face, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
I don't understand what the ladies see in Pete Davidson. I mean, that guy's got to be hung like a baby's arm holding an apple, right?
He's funny. Chicks dig guys that can make him laugh.
Yeah, but still.
That's it, dude. He's funny. That's it.
No, there's got to be something going on there.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, guarantee he's got a huge cock.
Right. I mean, the dude walks around with BDE, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. And he hooked up with Kim K.
Well, he's hooked up with tons of chicks.
Ariana Grande, remember
I guarantee,
he was engaged
man.
to her
right.
for like
oh
a
my God,
month?
dude,
he
that,
was
like,
engaged to all these
destroyed his
chicks.
ass when they broke up.
You think?
It
Yeah.
did. Oh, 100% it did.
Yeah, but I bet he, destroyed that ass.
Oh, he definitely did.
Because she was still hooked on Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm.
No,
because they were engaged.
They were, but
they were, and then he died.
Yeah, he died while she was with Pete. Right?
Why does everybody have to be engaged?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You got to be engaged before you can be married.
Why do you want to get married?
I don't know.
You were engaged once, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
But I'm just curious. I honestly didn't want to.
To what? Get engaged or
yeah.
get married?
Yeah, I felt like I was pressured into it.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah. I mean, that is kind of like what you're expected to do at a certain point.
Right. At a certain age.
Go ahead and just go through and just get married.
Just go do it, yeah.
Let's get married tomorrow.
Yeah. That was...
But would you would you go through, would the time prior to that be engagement?
The time prior to getting married?
Getting married?
No, the engagement starts as soon as she says yes, right?
So I mean, hey,
but what if you've been? But what if you've been living together for 3 weeks or a month or 2 years?
No, what if you just let's go get married tomorrow? It's yes. Are you engaged now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
See, so you have to go through an engagement.
The moment
regardless.
she says yes.
No, you don't have to.
Yeah, you do.
Go through an engagement?
Technically speaking, you're engaged the moment she says yes.
Unless, of course, you ask and then she's right there in front of a judge.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Hey, do you want to get married? Yes, I now pronounce you man and wife,
We just happen to be here.
Right. I was like, well, while you're here, boom.
We got married in the courthouse.
Dude,
Gavel
I wish
that's how we had it done.
Did it.
It was great.
Spending all that fucking money.
Yeah, we didn't
Did you have the
do all
traditional mason jars at your wedding?
No.
I was really hoping you were going to go, how did you know?
We got married at the courthouse. We had a party at fucking Turkey Creek.
That is.
And went to Vegas for our honeymoon. We didn't spend that much money.
Went to Cozumel for our honeymoon. It was fucking shitty.
Yeah,
we went to Jamaica.
Fucking horrible.
Was that on a resort?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you the one that told me you didn't like your experience at a resort?
Yeah, that
Somebody
one.
told me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could literally reach your hand over the door.
Yeah.
To the outside. So basically, her aunt had a fucking timeshare. And she went and she's like, "Hey, we're gonna do this for you guys for your wedding present." I was like, "Oh, thank you." And
Thanks
she's
for
like,
doing us a favor.
She's like, "But also you have to pay for that slot. I'm opening that slot for you because it's a timeshare."
Yeah.
She's like, "But you have to pay for it." But
Yeah.
I opened that slot. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
when we got back,
they made you pay for it.
When I got back and found that out, I was very upset.
Yeah. What are you gonna say? Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck that, because it was shitty. They had the food was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nothing there.
No, it was no good.
No
No.
value.
Do not recommend.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was a fucking timeshare. So I
Ugh.
mean, it was one of like those deals. I
Yeah.
mean, we just hung out like off pool. They had an Elvis impersonator. Dude was straight like
Oh, that
more
sounds-
Mexican than my ass.
I don't understand the whole Elvis impersonator thing.
I say the one for the money, a two for the show, a three to get ready now. Go, Jorge, go.
Wasn't even that good, dude.
You ain't nothing but a chihuahua.
Quit shitting in the floor all the time.
Dude, yeah. But I mean, yeah, you couldn't like a lot of those people. Like you could go down there and like they understand English. Like there, like nobody understood any English. They're like, I'm like, bro, I don't know Spanish. Stop looking at me like I fucking know it.
I feel like on a resort that you know is going to have tons of Americans, that should be like a kind of a requirement to be able to work at a place like that, you know?
The biggest thing that we saw down there were fucking Russians.
Yeah.
Really?
Tons and tons of fucking Russians,
Huh.
dude.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
We did go snorkeling though, and that was fucking fun.
That was dope, yeah.
Loved it.
I really have no idea what to expect on my little vacation to Mexico
Dude,
here.
just have fun, man.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what to expect.
Playing the waves, bro.
Yeah, I just plan on spending a lot of time by the water for sure. a lot of that.
Why do you guys always want to go hang out by a death trap?
The water?
Yeah, I don't do
As long as you don't
I
go
love
too
waves.
far deep into the water,
Fuck
you're okay.
that.
I like waves.
No.
I love a good wave to crash.
Everybody
knock you down,
loves
try to
hearing
suck
that.
you out to sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little fun.
Suck you out to sea. That's
Yeah.
I mean,
I told you guys
as
about
long as it wasn't out to sea, I'd be okay with it.
I told you guys about the time I went for like a midnight swim.
Yeah,
down in
you
Florida.
fucking lunatic.
Yeah, didn't you step on something?
Stepped on. I'm assuming it was a stingray that I stepped on.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt or anything.
Speaking
it was
of
just, it was
stingrays,
just
you
very
see that
fleshy.
chick in the news here a while back in Florida? I think it was in Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
She was swimming and a stingray jumped up and it shot in her back.
No, did not.
And it ended up being just like I think inches from her heart.
Yeah.
They had to go in. Like there's video of her online where they've clearly ripped the barb just right off the fucking stingray and she's in the emergency room, man.
I would.
Oh yeah.
Curb stomp that motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Well, there was no way they could pull it out because it's like sticking right. I mean, this is like what killed the crocodile hunter, man. Only it was just a little bit more to the left
Rest in peace,
or
Steve
right,
Irwin.
right?
You my fucking boy. Supposedly, like they have
Supposedly.
video. Supposedly.
Supposedly. There it is. Oh Jesus Christ! Right there. Look at that, dude. Go up one. So there it is. You see with the forceps and shit on it
Holy
laying on her back? They
fuck.
clearly just savagely ripped that fucker off.
Damn right.
Look, oh God, right there.
But
oh
they've
my
got
God.
they've got like video of like Steve Irwin's. Somebody has like a video of him.
See,
like,
I've
the
heard-
actual impact.
well, like
video?
him on the boat, like dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they said it's just like his wife has it.
Yeah.
So like she's the only one. No copies were made or anything like that. But like
Yeah. I remember.
she said it's the worst thing because like he's like pleading, like he doesn't want to die.
Yeah, it was bad.
Like it's like he's like it was excruciating supposedly.
Were any of his kids there when that happened?
No, they were way too young, man. Way too young.
Well, I know like his daughter has kind of has followed in his footsteps,
His
right?
boy definitely has.
Both
The
of
boy
them
has
have.
too.
Both of
Yeah,
them have.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this chick's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
Yo.
So she's okay.
It would be hilarious if she had a stingray tattoo on her back.
Well, she probably does now. She should.
Insert here.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
a
it literally
dirty
just
girl.
like did it
Fuck
like
stingrays.
leap out of the water and get?
I don't
him?
know. I don't know the exact story.
Isn't
I
that
just
what
know
happened?
she was in Florida. Something happened. They were swimming. They were doing something. This thing popped up, stabbed her,
Yeah.
and they rushed her to the emergency room after, I guess, clearly killing the damn thing. It was probably flopping around on her back the whole time trying to get away, and they got it.
Yeah.
And well, it was so close to her heart. They said it was just inches away.
Damn.
I don't know if it was millimeters, but it was inches away at least that I saw.
I remember after Steve Irwin died, there were like
people were
There were fake videos popping up, of supposedly the video of him getting.
Well, yeah, but there was also actual legit like public outrage where they were going to beaches and like cutting off barbs.
Oh
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Fuck them things.
Fuck those things.
I see them like
You killed the crocodile hunter, bitch.
I see them things swimming around in aquariums. Like, get close, bitch.
Yeah, but
flick my knife out, poke it.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Yeah. Like, now do you?
Don't like it now, do you?
Have you ever seen like when killer whales go after stingrays?
No, man. But I've seen that.
Google it.
Okay.
Best video you'll watch.
All right.
They fuck them up.
Hold on. Dave's a googling. Give it a goog, Dave.
How do all the fucking 900
I know
things you have pulled up?
Well,
YouTube is not one.
You know, you wonder why it's running so slow.
It's not because of these tabs, because all these tabs
Yes,
are just little
orca
articles.
caught slapping stingray with tail. This is so cool.
I've seen this.
Yes.
It straight up just bitch slaps them.
It yeets them.
Yeet.
Well, we're going to have to watch at least a 15-second ad.
Hey, man.
About nicotine.
It's for Zen pouches.
Brought to you by
Zen.
Pfizer.
Brought to you by...
Once made biscuit bitch out on the podcast.
Not brought to you by Biscuit.
Bro.
Yeah, I know.
there we go.
Look at this bitch. Look at this bitch.
They're strong.
Like, yeah. Where's that crocodile hunter? Fucking orca comes out of nowhere. John Cena. Dude, look at this. Look how menacing that is. And yeet.
Damn!
Kills him instantly.
Did it kill him?
I hope not. I hope it's suffering a painful death.
Damn. God, I'm learning a lot about you,
That was
man.
a little rough.
Fucking killing
Dude, I loved the crocodile hunter.
Yeah.
He was good in my childhood.
But you know what? Honestly,
But
what he did for a living could only go so long.
Yeah.
You can't just run up to shit in the wild.
This thing just...
Here it is. This is the one that probably did him in.
This is a second.
Oh, well, hello there, little guy.
Like, yeah, there's like videos of him like launching him out of the water, like slapping him so hard. Like that's one of the ways that they.
Yeah, like stingrays are they're pretty much the bitches of the wild, right?
Here, I keep
like
waiting for the next one.
Orcas are fucking gnarly.
Come on.
Like I want to get an orca tattoo.
I want it to happen again.
Well, aren't they currently orcas in the Atlantic?
Here it is. Come on, do it again.
You just
Here it
roll.
comes.
He just roll. Look at that.
Slaps him.
Yeah.
You know what? That stingray should have stayed in the kitchen.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
Poor
like,
guy.
Those are like aliens on fucking Earth. Creatures of the
No,
sea.
dude, that's like octopuses.
Yeah,
man.
I was going to say I feel the same way about octopuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
they're weird.
that's nuts.
They're weird as fuck.
Right.
And they're smart as fuck, too.
Yeah, they're not natural.
They can open,
I feel like
they can open jars
they came
and shit.
They came from
from
being
on the
stars,
inside,
bro.
Oh, dude.
It's ridiculous.
Man, they came from the stars, man.
Hey, Ontario woman receives package of 1,020 condoms she says she never ordered.
Did she get to use them all?
Key word here, she says.
Well, I mean,
she never.
maybe one of her past dates is trying to tell her something.
Maybe, man.
You know?
I don't know. Who orders
Just
that
saying.
many condoms at a time?
Well, maybe he got it in bulk. Maybe he's trying to tell
They're
her.
running a killer deal.
I mean, who am I if Tyler Perry's got a killer deal for me on condoms?
On a regular basis.
But a woman's
Oh my
says
God,
she
look
was
at that
shocked when She
dude.
opened up a large box which contained something she claims she didn't order.
What's in the box?
Al Roker looking cat.
Nathan and
claims.
Michelle, the woman from Northern Ontario, says she was totally surprised to get a delivery of more than 1,000 condoms.
She's
Even
lying.
though she didn't order them, Amazon said she still had to pay the bill of almost.
That's what I told my mom when she asked me if I called those 900 numbers. No, it wasn't me.
I didn't do that, Mom.
Dude, I ordered some shit off of Amazon once.
Yeah?
And they didn't. I didn't get the package.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't receive it. Boom, refunded it to me.
So they sent you 1,000 condoms?
No, it was just like a 4-wheeler part. But like this bitch is like, they're like, no, you
ordered this.
Easy here, Karen.
Right.
You ordered it. You're a whore.
Look, do you remember when we tried to sell you lube as well?
Look at her garage. Got big old.
Oh my God,
gallon
ultra
drums.
thin. She knows how to go, boy.
She knows what she's doing.
Automatically assume that the email was a scam because it's not anything remotely near what we would purchase or what we would need.
When the package
What we
arrived,
would need.
her husband was in the
Oh, her
hospital
husband. If
recovering
he's
from an
looking down
illness,
at any
and she
point.
says they
I'm
had
not gonna lie. If I had to guess, I would say that lady's batting for the other team. I'm just guessing.
no
Oh,
idea why the
oh,
box
that video.
containing
Pause
over
it. Pause it one more time.
1,000 of them
Okay,
showed
I
up.
am.
Pause it.
What are we pausing for?
Holy fuck, dude. That's insane. The
What?
video on the bottom right hand, it's the guy holding the breathalyzer.
Yeah.
That's a teacher.
Okay.
I just watched this video like a couple fucking
I
days
was
ago.
like, wait, what?
It's 35 minutes long.
Oh, no, it's super fucking long. and
Yeah.
It's
What is
utterly
it?
fucking ridiculous. This bitch is fucking getting drunk at school.
Oh, and they breathalyzed her at
Yeah.
school? Who breathalyzed her?
The cops did.
They
Like,
came in?
yeah, like the principal or superintendent or whatever sitting there, and he's just like, we want to breathalyze you or whatever. It's a great video to watch. If you have 35 minutes to waste of your life,
It's a good one.
this is the one.
Well, have
watching
you
it on
guys
the way
ever
home.
seen? Have you guys ever seen WKRP in Cincinnati?
It was just a real little
Just
bit.
okay,
Yeah.
dude. That show was so close to real radio back
Yeah.
in the day. I got to live a little bit of that in the cornfield. Just saying. But WKRP in Cincinnati had this whole skit. They had their afternoon DJ and their overnight DJ, and they had a cop come in, and every hour, or no, it was every minute. Or every 5, I don't know, they timed them. But they would give the guys a shot every so many minutes. And it was like, all right, let's see how, we're going to prove by seeing how your impaired cognitive abilities or whatever. And they would ask them a question and they would have to ring a bell. Well, at first, they were both, kind of okay. And then as they went on, the afternoon guy got sloppy. But the overnight dude got faster and more into it and more put together. His name was Dr. Johnny Fever. And so they would do something. They would be like halfway through the question. It wasn't even out all the way. Johnny's like, yeah, that happened in 1846, 90, blah, 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 blah. And they were like, what?
The fuck?
But like for the first questions, he'd be like, what were we talking about again? Here, let me get that shot in,
Yeah. It's like, welcome to my
Oh,
wheelhouse.
it's perfect, but that's going to happen totally.
I can't wait to watch this video now.
The
The teacher getting breathalyzed.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it's like, it goes so downhill. Like,
They
she
bring
was
her into the room.
Yeah, and they're like, have you drank? And she's like, I mean, not today.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're all super nice. It's like, sometimes.
I mean, not today.
She's like, I mean, I take like some medication and stuff,
Yeah.
And she's
Tried
like,
to talk herself out of it.
Yeah, she's like, I just have anxiety stuff going on at home. And the guy's like, yeah, no, I understand. He's like, would you be willing to do a breathalyzer? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Oh, she was like, but why?
Yeah. And like this guy's like, I mean, if we all run into problems. Okay, they all start off super nice. By the end of it, she's getting like pushed up against the wall and fucking handcuffed.
Damn.
Oh, dude, it is so. It's like, because at one point they bring in a cup, and she's like, they're like, okay, so you can either call somebody to come get you, or you go to jail. And she's like, well, just let me drive. Like they breathalyze her. She's drunk.
Yeah.
Over the
Yeah, but she
legal
insisted
limit.
to drive.
Yeah, she's
That's
like,
why.
she goes, well, like they gave her like that ultimatum. He's like, you can't let you drive, but as soon as you walk out of this room, it's public intoxication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna arrest you. But if you have a ride coming, I'll let that go. And she's like, well, am I gonna get fired? And the guy's like, yeah. He didn't sugarcoat nothing. She's like, am I gonna get fired? He's like, yep.
Yeah, and didn't it say it was her first day on the job, I think?
Oh, well, hell.
Something, but like...
Fuck, you were looking at that point, right?
The fucking best... one of the best parts is, like, they bring... Like, this dude brings in this cup, and he's just like... It's one of, like, those, like, high society, like, schools. Like, he's, the leader of the HOA. And he slams his cup down, and he goes, what's in the cup, Barbara? like the superintendent does, and she's like, that was my juice. And he's like, smells like wine to me. And like this lady, like it all went to shit.
No,
and, like,
it fermented. I'm sorry.
Like the cop has a fucking body cam, and like he like turns over and like he's doing like some fiddling with something, and you see her reach and grab the cup and wipe it out.
Oh, damn, Barbara.
And like he turns and he goes, did you seriously just do that? He's like, now I'm going to get you a tampering with evidence.
Oh, Barbara.
Let's watch a little bit of this.
Oh, Barbara. Zoom ahead a little bit.
Come in here and visit with
See, the dude's, I guess that's the superintendent playing it super nice.
have you taken anything that's...
Are
you
okay?
Do you have a prescription for anything that maybe you have taken today that just seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning?
I did take some medication last night to help me with sleep because I have some anxiety stuff, but that's
You're not the same person I talked to this morning.
Yeah.
But I could look it up when I get home.
So you haven't taken anything while you were at school?
No.
While you were at school, you ain't taking nothing.
Where is this? Do you remember? Oh, this is Oklahoma. It's Oklahoma, yeah.
No. For your employment, I want you to be truthful.
Okay.
And so, would you be willing to take a breathalyzer test?
Oh,
If
shit.
I needed to, yeah.
See? The boss is like...
You don't have to.
There's
but
the
if you're willing
consent.
to do it, that helps us.
Have you taken any sort of medication today?
And the
sorry, what?
cop
Have you taken any
has
medication
nothing to do with it.
I did
Like,
take
he
some
is like,
medication this morning for my
fuck you,
anxiety.
bitch. The entire time.
He has no sympathy. Huh?
None.
Is she clearly drunk?
Yeah. Like, without it lagging super hard.
I'm not very good with
You take it here at school?
I took it this morning.
While you were here?
I took it this morning
Yeah,
with
right
some
before I
with
came
some
in,
juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a prescription? Because you changed your story a little bit. Now
You
you
said it was
took-
last night.
Yeah.
Well, I took one last night and then I took one this morning because my anxiety was really like bad.
Well, that's understandable, but I just need you. So what time did you
See,
take
he's like, that's understandable, but...
This morning?
Like, what time?
What was
did
the...
it
meh,
last?
meh.
He's all about the
time was that?
business.
Yeah, it's him getting paged or whatever.
I'm not really for sure.
Where's it at? In your car? In your
This is
classroom?
body cam
No,
footage.
I
or
just-
something?
so you're
Oh,
just
okay, okay.
straight body
I put it in my
cam.
pocket.
Because I'm like, what is this? What is?
Yeah.
All right.
You put it in your pocket?
Yeah. Because I didn't want to bring.
Which,
the
you know,
bottle
that's
in.
actually illegal.
You
If
do
you have
know
a
that.
prescription,
Right,
pill,
outside of a
and-
bottle.
Yep,
Have it in a
Yeah.
bottle, right?
it's illegal.
That's
They
what
can
he
bust
just
you for
said.
it.
With it?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's got to be in the prescription bottle.
Yeah.
But, like, he gives her the option. He's like, you can call somebody. He's like, you want us to call like your husband? She's like, I don't want to bother him with my
I want
problem.
you to understand that.
And he's
I
like,
care
okay,
very
you have a
much about
friend?
you,
And
okay?
she's
And
like,
I need to make sure.
I was like, oh, we hit the anxiety spot.
Make sure
She ain't
that
got no
you're safe,
friends.
And I've got to make sure that the kids are safe. So.
Does she start breaking down and crying and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Dude,
I
it's
don't know
it's
about
it's
that.
it's fucking hilarious. Like,
Well-
I probably shouldn't be that way towards this poor lady. 'Cause
Okay,
I don't
that's
know,
what I-
I really
that's
don't
what-
know her story.
I'm
Yeah.
like, man.
But like eventually, so she wipes the cup out and like she tries to get rid of a bunch of shit and like starts like lying to the cop super hard. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna arrest you. And she throws a huge temper tantrum, like
Yeah.
just starts freaking out.
Starts getting mad.
And the cop's just playing calm and cool, like doing other shit. And she's like, please let me call somebody. He's like, I'm going to arrest you. And then goes off about doing his other shit. And like this lady just gets more and more fired up. And then eventually they put her in cuffs. And like they're like, we weren't going to walk you out the front of the building.
But now
But we
gonna-
are now.
Yeah,
Now
we
we
are
are.
now.
So were there kids that witnessed it? I
Well, it
wonder?
was
I
in
had
a
no idea.
school.
Yeah.
School.
Yeah.
Super nice fucking school too.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
it does
a very
look like a
nice
pretty
school.
dope little school, right?
Like when they walk her out, just like, damn, it's a nice fucking place.
I wish I got walked out of a place like that.
I saw somebody walked out of one of my jobs when I worked at the prison. I think I've told you guys that story.
I got walked out of a few jobs myself.
She wasn't drinking. She was fucking an inmate.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
In 6th grade, I watched a dude get tasered in the hallway.
Did you? A
Russellville.
student?
No, parent.
Really?
Yeah, we had a RL. We had a
That makes it
resource-
even better.
Yeah, we had a resource officer. The thing is, like, I asked my math teacher. I was like, "Hey, I left like some supplies in my locker. Can I please go get it?"
Right.
I went to go get my phone out of my locker.
Yeah.
This is a time when you couldn't have your phone with you all the time. Fucking kids nowadays got a fucking knife.
Yeah, pussies.
Yeah. And I go to my locker and like I open it and like it was kind of like directly across from the office, like a few lockers down. And like there's some wrestling around and this guy is it's like Sergeant Essen or something like that, but all I know is like these two dudes come busting out. There's like a cop like skidding across the floor and I'm like, "Oh damn." And this like guy's like, "I loved you, Essen. I thought you were cool." And like I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And like they take off down the hallway. He's like, "Don't do it, man. Don't do it." And pop, and you hear like the clicking of the taser,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the dude's
click,
like,
click, click.
"Huh," and it hits the ground, and I'm
Yeah.
like, and like this, like the secretary comes out. She's like 4 foot, and she goes, "Find a classroom." I'm like, "Okay,
Okay.
Any classroom.
I walk in and sit down, and the teacher goes, "You saw nothing," and I was like, "Until lunch."
Yeah.
And everybody, dude, I became the coolest. I became the coolest kid in school. Everybody huddled around, and then here comes this fat ass teacher coming down, and she sits at the table where I'm at. And she's like, "Do you have anything to share with us, Mr. Zumwalt?" And I was like, "You want to know, bitch? Gather around like all the other kids."
Like all the others.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what happens is I'm going to leave school and tell all my
these,
friends.
yeah.
Like, you ain't got
Hell yeah.
shit for the next, 3 hours, bitch. I'm fucking out.
Yeah, but she knew
I did.
that.
I
She
told
knew that.
everybody.
That's
she had
how
to
it
make
works,
sure,
man.
Well, she had to make sure that the parents didn't know first.
Yeah.
That's all thing she cared about.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I already texted my mom. I was like, I got tasered.
Exactly.
It's like the time when I was in geometry class and
his dick fell out.
And Courtney
You know what happened?
was fingering Beth in class, and I noticed it, and then by the end of the class, everybody in the
guy or
room.
chick?
Courtney was a guy, and Kelly was a Courtney Kelly. It doesn't matter. No,
yeah,
Courtney
well, it
and
kind of
Beth.
does.
Sorry,
Somebody was getting finger banged.
Somebody was getting finger banged in class, and I noticed it, and by the end of class, we were all watching it together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Mainly because we were all gathered around.
And nobody said anything to him or her during class, but as soon as we got out of class, it was off, man.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it did not take long for that story to
spread,
to inundate the entire school.
Sounded like it spread faster than she did.
That happened at Simonson, which, by the way, I guess they're trying to turn
It's gonna
into
be
like
housing.
high level housing now. Yeah,
What?
they're calling it a city within a city. Is what
get
they're,
the
is
F
what they're
outta here.
proposing.
It's gonna be towers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I went to that school, and it's big, but it's not like, I don't know how you could call that a city within a city. It's not that big of a building.
You're trying to make the city into a building.
Basically.
You're making mega blocks.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Oh, no, dude. I witnessed so many fights throughout school. I was never in them, but I witnessed so many. Like, people just...
You
I
never
was in
got in a
couple.
fight at school?
I got headbutted once.
Even I got in a fight
I got
once
into
at
like
school.
3 or 4, I think.
Yeah. No, never got in a fight in school.
I got into one in 7th grade. I mean, it wasn't much. No, it wasn't anything crazy or anything.
No, like, every time I watch people throw hands.
Yeah.
Well, there was a time I got accused of kicking dirt on Dale May's brand new leather suede jacket.
Uh-oh, you
and
don't
it
do
ended,
that.
And it ended with me punching him in the face. He punched me in the face, and then I drop kicked him in the balls. So we had a 40-minute bus ride on the way home. He sat in the back, cried, and coughed the whole way home. And then there was a time there was this other kid. He was a football player. He was like Sloth from the Goonies come to life.
Hey, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, he decided one day, along with this other douche who I, fucked his jacket up, apparently. He was like, hey, man, I'll give you $5 if you pick Merriman up, because I was a good, hefty 290, almost 300 pounds back then.
Damn.
I was a big boy.
No shit.
I enjoy food.
Yeah,
I hadn't learned how to properly have sex at that point. Shut the fuck up. So anyway... I had so much frustration to work off in poundage.
Takes time.
Just saying.
Takes time.
Takes time, bro.
Yeah.
I was a young man. Anyway, he bet him like he couldn't pick me up and putting me over his shoulder and climb one of the old conversion vans of our I think it was our Spanish teacher. We called her Senhora Snyder.
Oh, God.
So he's like, I bet you can't pick Merriman up and put him on top of the van over there on Senhora Snyder. And so, like, halfway up, I squirmed my way off, and I fell backwards and got off. And then I think I punched Dale again. Dale was like my whipping boy, almost. He was an older classman who'd been there. Like, he failed, like, he was like a 24-year-old senior, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
He'd been there a while.
Yeah.
And so, he would make fun of my friends, and nobody would say anything, but I would just pop him.
We had a kid in 8th grade that was driving to school.
Oh. Yeah, I think
we did too.
I think he was that dude.
Actually, no, it was 9th. Yeah, it was 9th grade. Best fight I ever saw. It wasn't much of a fight. It was more just dude got punched in the nose and just fucking bled a ton all over the cafeteria floor. And I just remember like everybody staring at him and him having this look on his face, like, "What the fuck
just happened,
yeah,
bro?"
Dude, he was completely shocked by it.
So there was one fight that happened. That a kid said he would whoop the shit out of another guy with his hands taped behind his back.
Please tell me they did that.
They met at the skate park here, next to the ice arena.
I was just there the other day with my kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
They met. There was like 50 kids that ended up going to this fight.
Yeah.
He got out of the car, taped his hands behind his back, walked up to him. Kid dropped him.
Yes.
Right off the get-go. He's like, "You ready?" Bam! Fucking folded his ass.
What a dumbass, man.
Yeah, he came in with like a big ass fucking black eye. Next day to school, and all the teachers were like, "Does anybody know what happened?" It's like, really?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Was this during the days of cell phone recordings?
No.
Oh, yeah.
This is before those days.
I was gonna ask.
This was well, I mean, you probably could have, but it was like you flipped your razor
Very
open.
choppy. Yeah, no, it's
And-
very.
Well, it would have been shitty recording.
Yeah, very.
So it was probably cell phone recording, just not Facebook yet. You probably still had what? MySpace?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you
friends on
MySpace?
MySpace, bro?
Right.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
I actually
God,
saw
yes.
somebody the other day posted on Facebook. If only Facebook had a feature where we could select our favorite songs and put it at the top so it could play when people came and it would show our this and our that, and somebody underneath it posts. That was called MySpace.
Yep. It was
We've literally
personalized.
come full circle.
It was personalized, man. It was much more personalized than Facebook.
Yeah, but nobody knew how to do all the HTML coding and stuff.
Yeah. You could Google it.
Well, yeah, I mean, there was Google sites that had whole templates.
You
Hey,
could
you want
ask-
to look like this?
You could
Copy
ask
this.
Jeeves it.
Yeah.
You could
Oh my
Alta Vista
God,
it.
you could ask Jeeves it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I forgot about Ask Jeeves.
Call
What about
411.
Jeeves would show
What
up
about
and
Alta
have the
Vista?
little. Yeah.
You remember Alta Vista?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
That was the.
Dude, we used
Alta
to-
Vista was dope.
That
we
was
used
my
to call
go-to.
411 all the time and ask it questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did that.
I used to send out my email address at what was it? It wasn't Yahoo. It was
Hotmail?
no. It was before Hotmail.
That's cute.
It was Juno.
Oh
At
yeah, Juno. Yeah, I remember Juno. Yeah.
At Juno.com.
Boys, it's been a fun episode.
Live.com. That was another one. That's I had a.
That's Outlook, or that's like
Yeah.
Microsoft still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
I
get
had
it
a
now on
Live.
Outlook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still rocking my Hotmail address. Don't judge me.
Me too. Me too.
Boys, it's been a fun one.
Ooh, been a good one, man.
Always good to see your faces.
Dave plays the guitar at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Dave steals your chick.
Hey, stick around for After Hours, where I'm
Dave's
going to
gonna steal
play
your chick.
Taylor Swift's Lover.
Oh, I can't wait.
Actually, where I'm going to teach Dave how to.
I can't wait. See,
can't
that's
wait.
worth the extra. That's worth the extra $5
Like
a
an
month right there,
E, D,
man.
E minor.
Yeah.
C,
It's
there's an
only-
F, there's a slash chord.
Yeah.
Hey, he said F, so I'm out, Bo.
I'm out.
The
I'm
F chord
out.
does suck. It
F
does
sucks.
suck. Everybody
Gets
hates it.
That
should call
F
that
gets
a
in your
Dave chord.
face.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can do it though.
F's one of those, F chords.
Toughie.
And we're going to do all of that over at patreon.com/theold77 podcast. You can, head on over there, see what we do, plus get access to shitloads of more content. We got tons of it
right.
over there. About, I think, a little over 340 episodes now, I think, of content.
Goodness gracious.
So there's tons of backlog. You will not run out of stuff for at least a couple years if you head on over to patreon.com/theold77 podcast.
That's right, bitches.
Peace out, all.
Dave has AIDS.
And we end on that.